ask right now that every enemy that rises against her be defeated right now. In the mighty name of Jesus, we call it so. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Amen.
I want to first thank you all for being here today. When called upon, you all.
God in heaven, we humbly come before the throne of grace, just thanking you, God. Yes. Thanking you for the opportunity to be able to serve in a community where we get the needs of those that are in need, God. God, we thank you for the heart of Alderwoman Kobe, the heart of servitude, the heart to be able to give and to sow back into the community in which she's come. God, we ask right now that you strengthen her. God, we ask right now that every enemy that rises against her be defeated right now. In the mighty name of Jesus.
I'd like to welcome every. And welcome to, excuse me, welcome to the MacMan Morning Show special. We're live right now, and we're getting ready to go to the rally in Harvey, Illinois, that's now in progress. I want to thank you for tuning in. Wait a minute, hold on. And here we go, folks.
Let's get to work. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I'm speaking for my mother, Betty M. Allen, and the family. There has been a taking of one of my mother's properties. She has a double lot here in Harvey. She has faced issues of being basically strong-armed Horace into signing documents, disconnecting the property so one of the properties could be sold, which in fact I understood on April 28th. They in fact sold one of the properties for $2,000 to an investor, and without giving us notice that it was happening. We would have generally just given them a donation for Harvey. We are asking for due process. That's all I'm asking is due process, so that we can all come together, your proof, my proof, and let's just say who actually owns the property. My mother holds the deed. We have the original deed. That deed has never been transferred. It has never been sold. I have power of attorney, so therefore I would have done those documents. I have not. And I am saying what the city of Harvey did, I find it unconscionable. I find that they have over my email address. We live down the street. I am asking that this be stopped, that light be shown on it. I'm asking for due process for my time to have that done. And I appreciate Ms. Colby actually standing up. She went to jail.
And once again, this is a live special report from the McMahon Morning Show. This is our evening edition. Welcome to our show. I know that there's been some confusion. Foxy 2 Roxy 3 will be here shortly with us. Let's continue.
And I'm just asking that this be noticed. On top of that, imagine not being able to get up in the morning to wash your face, brush your teeth, take your medicine, have a cup of tea. Well, this actually happened to my mom. She was 88 then. They cut her water off.
And we'd like to welcome Foxy 2 Roxy 3. She's in the studio with us and will be commenting in a little bit. Let's listen
and at that time, it was off again for an additional, I want to say 30 to 60 days. Eventually, that caused harm to her health. We had to agree at that point to get her water turned back on. It was told to us that if we didn't do that, that the water would be cut off in both homes, and that they would condemn one of the houses. They would condemn the houses unlivable, and therefore they would take the property anyway. I feel that that is totally against all that is right, and we would like to have our opportunity, our day in court, to discuss this matter.
It's criminal. It's criminal.
It is
criminal. That's what you call criminal activity.
I would like to say for the records that we have on Pastor Johnson, we have filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Harvey for the erroneous water bills that have been issued to residents and business owners. So if residents or business owners would like to join the class action lawsuit, feel free to reach out to me as well. There has been an inflation of water bills. Before the water department was out of receivership of Chicago, our water bills were very low. And now that it's in the hands of the city of Harvey, that water bill is now $600, $700. And it's all because we're not playing the game of politics. So again, I would like to let it be known that it's free of cost to anyone in the city of Harvey that has received these egregious acts of retaliation and foolishness that's going on with this administration. And now it's time to take the fight to the street. I thank God for all of the publications here.
Well, while we're waiting, I don't know what he's making an announcement about. It's supposed to be a press conference for her. But Foxy, are you there?
I now like to bring to your
Yes, I'm here.
I'd like to welcome all of our afternoon listeners, even the ones in the bushes, Foxy 2 Roxy 3 and James Mack. We're here with this special report, special press conference. Just listen
and
some
are
more.
still tall on 153rd and Murder. But this is now the 17th home, right? Miss Allen's home is also one murder. So I'm flabbergasted that across Myrtle, we have the 17th resident that has a housing issue. But this time I'd like to bring Ms. Poole Tingle and Mr. Tingle, who has been a resident here 50 plus years, 80 plus years old, and an amazing man.
I am Carlita Poole Tingle. My dad is Joe Poole, and this is Sister Lenore Poole. I have on 153rd and Myrtle for 52 years. Today actually is our 3-year anniversary from my mother's death. July 15, 2023, we were informed by Metropolitan Water Reclamation District that our homes will be taken. So they met with us to let us know that, and that was to everyone that was on the block, that our homes will be taken. During that meeting, it was asked, well, why did you choose this block? And the mayor wasn't present at the time that we were being told. It was later found out that 4 years prior, the mayor knew what was going to happen to us, but he kept that a secret. That's what made it become controversial, because you kept this a secret from us. You didn't tell us. We're the last resident on the home. When it comes to eminent domain, it's a thing of you either take that deal or that's it. So, forced to leave. Not that we want to, because like my dad will be 90 in August. And we just lost our mother 3 years ago. So therefore, this is supposed to be our forever home. He worked hard. He migrated from the south to come up north to lose everything. And the thing, the notion of, it being said, well, they could just start over. Look at the housing market that we're in. It's not that easy. Even the money that was given to us, it's not a lot that we can go out and purchase the same type of home that we have.
Once again, you're
that my
listening
father
to a live press
has
conference
too. The one that I live in,
of
and
Colby Chapman,
it's a
Alderwoman
six-bedroom home,
of the Second Ward of
over
Harvey.
2,500
She had an
square
incident
feet.
at the
We
last
will
meeting.
never
She
be
was
able to afford
arrested
it.
for
They did
speaking
not give
out
us enough to
for the
move. But
residents
the point of the
of
matter
her
is, my
community.
father and mother
And it
worked
was a
hard
vicious arrest.
to own
But
what they
as you
own.
see,
And
the
it just
supporters
isn't
have
we
come
would have never.
and they're still coming. We're going to get some reports from some people. Just stand by. We're going to allow you to listen some more, please.
And when they were doing the deal, they said that whatever that they appraise your property at, if you want to move to Homewood or South Holland, you buying something and you don't, that money that they gave them for their home was not enough. They said they were going to make them whole, and they lied. That is a criminal act. That is a lie, and it's a criminal act. What? This is not the way that you run a city. This is not necessary. One block over, 152nd and Lexington, 2 occupied homes on that block and 1 business. They could have put it right there. What the hell is going on?
And if Ms. Foxy, you want to hook your line to us, you can, and you all can share it. Thank you.
Resident in Harvey. I am also elected
Already
to the Harvey
done.
If you like. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to
The
have you
problem
here
here
with us.
is that we have
That's
a
Chappelle,
person that feels that
Library
they
Treasurer
have
of Harvey.
when we are the power, we the people and hoodwinked. We were told that the prior administration was killing us and taking everything from us, but in fact, in this administration, our streets are raggedy, they're dark. We have 5,427 abandoned homes in Harvey. Why would you take people out of their homes to put a pond when you have so many streets with no?
Foxy, I gotta edit something right quick. Can you stay on? You don't mind staying on? You can speak if you like to, and
I don't mind
narrate a
staying
little
on.
bit. All right. Thank you. Foxy, 2 Rocks 3 is here with us. I'm trying to hook up a live link with some of the participants there. If you give me an opportunity and just take a listen at what's going on, folks.
Their home was to pass down to their kids, like a lot of our parents did. They came here in the 70s, the 60s, 70s. Some families was here from the beginning, 1891, and they tried to build to leave something for their families and for future generations. They can't do that now, not here in Harvey. That's not fair. And then you sit back, you humiliate an elected official. You allow them to abuse her in the public eye. You sit up there and you say how your mom was abused, but you allowed them to abuse her. What type of person are we dealing with? Ask him his real name. How many of those he got? Who is today? Is he Clarence or is he Chris? Let's do some research here. So, in closing, I want everybody to continue to come to these meetings. Don't make this the one. Come to these meetings. See what's going on. Because in the prior administration, he, Shirley Jawinski, Joseph Whittington, and Lamont Brown, the four aldermen, they vowed and made a pact to incapacitate our city. And that is exactly what they're doing.
This is them bringing light to what's going on in Harvey, Illinois, with the mayor and the administration, on how there are corruptions against their residents within this city. Let's listen on.
And on those premises, we at some point need to come together and work together. The city of Harvey does not have the luxury to have the news here to report on these types of issues. We need the news here to report on the monies that we need to come into our community. We need the news here when it's time to talk about the disbursement of the funds that do come into our community. We need the news here when our seniors are telling you that their homes are being taken from them. In my role as commissioner, I have the responsibility of not only identifying where I live, but also helping with legislation, policy, and budgeting. So it is my job and it is my responsibility, and I make a commitment to the city of Harvey and the residents, my fellow residents, where I live, to ensure that we have some level of mediation to happen between our aldermanic and our
Foxy, she's the commissioner of what?
Something must happen. The city of Harvey does not have the luxury.
She's the commissioner in Harvey. I'm getting ready to check out who she is
have
in
leadership in place. Either it be with the current mayor or someone else. But
once again, we like to let our audience know that this is a live broadcast, live from Harvey, of a press conference by Kobe Chapman. Chapman. She's the alderwoman of the second ward of Harvey. Wonderful turnout. Everybody's there.
Harvey jail. We need monies for that as well. I too have been a visitor of the prison. However,
we'd like to thank Investigate Advocate for giving us, that's Jedediah Brown's organization, for the live feed. We were trying to get the live feed from Martin. Martin's there, I'm looking at him, but we're going to bring him up after the press conference.
Issues that have been being made aware to you over the past 3 years. So together, we're going to need to find a way to mediate this situation, not only for for Alderwoman Chapman, that was here, for Alderwoman Chapman, but for Mayor Clark as well, to come together and have decent adult conversations, because we're responsible for governing our city. So with that being said, if I can assist in any way, I know Alderwoman Chapman has reached out several times. I've reached out to the mayor. Our schedules have not been able to connect, but I am using this platform tonight as a calling to him, as a call to action for him to work with me and to work with the commissioners and the governor. I'm just calling you everything tonight. God, what are you doing? What are you doing? But we have to get together in one room, and we have to have a conjoined and solid and consolidated vision for what this city needs to look like. Harvey does not have the luxury.
You can hear the audio. The video is skipping. I don't know what's wrong with it, but then you can hear the actual voices. That's the commissioner. I think only commissioner, if I'm not mistaken. Foxy.
She is the Cook County Board of Commissioner 5th District. Her name is Dr. Keisha McCaskey. She is a Democrat. She lives there in Harvey.
Okay, she was
to create
I think recently appointed to that spot. For some reason, I think there was a special appointment that was made, and I think she has a Kiana Belcher was up with her
My
too.
name
But
is
let me
Phyllis
stop right here.
Watson, resident of the First Ward. And on November 25th, 2024, at a city council meeting, I was escorted out of the meeting for apparently saying something from my seat. What many of you probably don't know is that at the beginning of every city council meeting, one of the police officers or the police chief will read a legal notice that states what our rights are within the meeting chambers, and those rights do not include anything that is protected by the First Amendment. We can't clap, we can't speak, we can't make any comments out of our seat because it's considered disruptive. It's disorderly conduct. And on November 25th, I was cited for disorderly conduct and fined $500. And it is a total shame. If you go back and watch the city's video of that meeting, you'll notice that whatever I said, I still to this day don't know what I said was inaudible. But apparently it was enough to have a police officer cross 4 aisle rows of seating to escort me out. And it's not just me. I was probably not, certainly wasn't the first, and I probably won't be the last. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate that we even exercise our freedom of speech within a meeting. Literally tonight, unless they change it between now and 7 o'clock, literally tonight, you hear the police chief or one of his designees read a legal notice and cite some laws and statutes and ordinances and blah, 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 some of which don't even pertain or are no longer in effect. But they use it as an intimidation tactic. And that's the other thing. The mayor is using the police officers as to weaponize them against the citizens for them to stand their place, basically. So just go back and watch any of the YouTube videos for city council meetings prior to today, and you'll see how eerily quiet it is in the chambers. Again, we can't speak. We can't, if somebody makes a comment that we are like, we can't say, yeah, that was good. Or if there's a comment that they make that we don't like, ooh, we don't agree with that. None of that. You'll be escorted out in a heartbeat. So I had this shirt made because I even made a public comment following that meeting that I'm going to wear this shirt anywhere I can because I hope it'll draw conversation from other people as to, well, what does that mean? You were denied your right to speak or your freedom of speech. That's what happened. And so that cannot continue. We're tax-paying residents. We have every right to know where our tax money is being spent. We have every right to be informed of things before the council meetings. We don't get any idea of what's happening prior to the meetings because they don't release a packet. The agenda is barely put out in advance for us to even know what's going to be discussed. But as residents, we have no opportunity to review what's going to be on the meeting agenda, no opportunity to know bills and the financial status of the city. There hasn't been a treasurer's report since 2021, 19. We don't get monthly treasurer report. I mean, this is where what we live with as residents of Harvey. We're treated as if we're children and have no brain cells to put together to be able to conduct ourselves. So with that, thank you.
And she's banned from the agenda. She can't even get her name on the agenda, and they won't even allow her to speak during the city council meeting. She's an elected treasurer for the city of Illinois, certified, and she has no power. They withhold all financial information away from her. And if she says anything, she's been escorted out. She's been escorted out too. And she's the treasurer.
Y'all got a mob on.
Yes. Dictator.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Simowski. I run the Harvey Historical Society, also the Harvey. My family's been here for over 100 years. My great uncle operated Passos, which is a well-known grocery store in Harvey. So I just want everybody to see, you know, we really have a diversity of ages, races, religions. I don't know if you just heard the call of prayer. There's a mosque down the street. So my question is, why don't we have people coming out to our meetings? I mean, we know a big part of the answer is when people are getting arrested, people are getting ticketed, people are scared. So if there's anything I want to get out there to the media and to people is that don't be scared. If we all stand together, there's nothing that can stop us. However, I do have to say I am disappointed in that as much as we have gotten some media coverage, it seems that, you know, if Cindy Henyard blows her nose the wrong way, the media will storm and cover her, and there will be wall-to-wall coverage. But here, this is not the first or the second or the third time my alderwoman has been, this is the third time my alderwoman has been arrested, falsely arrested. This time, the mayor added her mother. Yeah. I mean, we still don't get a lot of media coverage. Typically, didn't even do this, you know. So I'm not downplaying corruption in other places, but I really want to get out there to the media that there is widespread corruption in the Southland, and a lot of these folks are connected. So please do your job. We're just average citizens. We need people to ask the hard questions. Who is protecting Mayor Clark? Who is protecting the people that commit these atrocities? Because it's not getting involved. The federal government, you know, the FBI often takes years to do their investigations, and we don't really see the county. You know, thank goodness we have a new commissioner who's from Harvey, but we just see there's so much silence, and I have to say the silence from the authorities is deafening. It is deafening. I have to ask, if this were a community that were like Hinsdale or even Hyde Park or Oak Park, do you think that this would, where Miss Glennis actually came to us from Evanston, would this be happening? Would an alderwoman who does nothing but ask questions for us, would she be arrested 3 times for no reason? Why do we not get intervention from the authorities? Why? So please, if you're out there, if you're part of the media, anybody, you know, we just want answers to our questions. I also do want to respond because the mayor said some nasty things about me last week, basically trying to say, you know, because I'm gay, I must be a child molester. So again, I want to say, where's the media? If this happened in Evanston, it would be on the 6 o'clock news. Wow, how could a mayor do that? Where are the LGBT activist groups? Just because I'm white and gay and live in Harvey, that means that Harvey doesn't count? Do we get ignored because we have a lot of residents who happen to be darker skinned, or maybe we don't make super high salaries, every one of us? We still have rights, and we deserve to have those rights protected. So we're standing up for our rights. And I want to say to anybody, if you're gay or if you're LGBT, any part of that community, no matter what your race is, your age, whatever, I stand with you. You stand with me, you stand with us. Come out together. We can do this, but you have to show up to the meetings. We need your help. Everyone must stand together. Christopher Clark has done everything but tell us where the money is being spent and what they're doing with our resources, our properties. So whether he wants to call me a molester because I'm gay, or he wants to have her arrested any number of times, he will not answer where is the money going. We are not asking for anything that is wrong or improper. We just want to know, what are you doing with our money? And because we don't happen to be an upper middle income community with a lot of lawyers and doctors, that doesn't mean we do not deserve justice. Right. We have rights. So thank you so much. And like I said, I do hope to see everyone come out. We'll all stand together, and we will prevail. And thank you to my alderwoman Colby, who has stood up time and time again. Yes. You guys have to realize, like, she has a light. This puts a lot of strain on. Can you imagine? And all of us, why do I have this body cam? YouTube activists donated their money to this body because they're so worried for us. People that we just ask questions. They're like, are you okay? We want to make sure that, because they send police after us. They follow her to her home. Why is this not on the evening news every night? So thank you again. Thank you.
glad to have with us this afternoon. We have Foxy to Roxy 3
Yes.
and Anchor Desk with me. And we'd like to welcome everyone that's in our chat. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Because we expect retaliatory behavior. This mayor is definitely retaliatory in nature. He tries to hit with low blows, with personal attacks, in hopes that it will keep you away from being verbal or exposing some of his tactics for means of leadership. The dictatorship that's happening here in the city of Harvey will be stopped with the people that are behind us and with leadership like we have right here, that's present right here. We have Alderman Tracy Keys as well as present as well. And it's just time for us to start calling for reform of government, reform of governance, and also just making sure that we support the people that are speaking out for what's right. I'm sure that the mayor's going to retaliate. I've received a ticket at my church. He a trash ticket and my water bill.
Is this a pastor? Foxy, can you give us some insight if you know some?
Retaliatory behavior because of this.
Yes,
That's one of the
there's a
pastors.
pastor. Yeah, he tried to shut it. He tried to get him to pay taxes at the
For the
church.
church?
Yeah.
This man is worse than Donald Trump. Okay, I'm just listening in some too.
Protect our rights. That's a public building paid for by taxpayers, and we will protect our rights at all costs.
Tell them what they're holding over the alderman's head. The expense accounts and getting stuff done in your ward.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't do what he says,
it's definitely be some form
you can't
of
get nothing
come to
fixed.
the mic, some form of segregation. Come on, man.
This is.
They coming after my man. Is that one of the aldermen? Foxy, help me out a little bit.
Accounts for each alderman, they get a certain amount for every quarter that they can spend in their ward.
I'm not sure who he is.
And things
Well, I know the guy in the black. He looks like an official of some kind, but I don't know what that is right there. He hollering, taking over. Grab it back. I'm sorry.
No money for their ward, no resources. They can't have stuff for the residents, and nothing will get fixed, and that will guarantee that you will be kicked out of office. He is the one that's dangling the bait over their heads like there's some little kitty cats or something. That's why things are the way they are. All four of them voted to have her censured and arrested. And the reason why they did it was because they knew if they didn't, they wouldn't get no money. Shirley Zawinski.
Yes.
Dominique Randall. Ron Rogers. Who am I missing? And Talani Smith. All of them. And the women I'm really ashamed of what women have gone through. They set women back 60 years.
We want reform.
Missouri Irving, former trustee of the Harvey Public Library. Thank you.
All right, you need to go and sit down somewhere now, bro. All right.
Good evening, everybody. I guess they can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just want to thank everybody out, and I just want to first start on off and echoing a quote from Grammy Award-winning artist Kendrick Lamar, said, "Sometimes people got to pop up to show out. You know, if you feel what I'm saying, you know, sometimes you have to pop out on people. I've been on them for over 7 years, and it's always been a constant battle ever since I stepped in office. It's always a mess. Always try to make peace, but sometimes, you know, enough is enough. If I was just given just the opportunity for the things that I can't answer that the mayor would explain, because I'm limited to certain things that I can do, but I get out here and I show people that I care. I stand by all woman, Kobe Chapman, you know, and the thing about it is this is not just standing by side. Of course, she's tall, she's pretty. She's doing her thing, you know what I mean? It's about standing on the right side.
Yes.
That's all it is. I personally told the mayor, the aldermen, as long as you're doing the right thing, I'll be right there by your side. And that's period. I'm sorry for my tardiness, but going down 154th Street, they doing all the work and the construction work. I don't know what they doing, and then the plug or whatever.
Okay.
And then back to the bus, everything just to get down here. And that street was already pretty decent. But then as soon as I head on my block and my other residents' blocks, they see potholes, vacant properties, everything go, and they come to me. And then the mayor hides behind it and said, well, call your alderman. And I call, when they call me and I call down to City Hall, I get treated, I'm not asking to be treated special, but I am the voice of the people. And I'm not going to tell people how to do their job. I'm just going to offer suggestions and offer I help. I get out here, I cut grass, I shovel snow, I do anything. If you saw me tomorrow, you wouldn't see me in no suit. You'll see me in some clothes like I'm working. You know, but what I'm saying is this, tonight, let tonight be a good example of people showing up and showing out in a respectful way. Because I know it's looking to see somebody try to do the foo-foo or do whatever. Let him be the person, and y'all just read between the lines and understand what everybody's saying, what everybody is doing. And then together, we can make this Harvey right, you know? It's like the Isley brothers, like you said, you know, when will there be a harvest for the world? When is going to be a harvest for Harvey world? Amen. And I want it now, as long as I'm here. Thank you.
All right. And with that, we're going to close today's press conference. I want to echo and resonate that I thank each and every person in front and back of me, because you all are capturing us proactively, provoking our passion for wanting a better community.
All right. You're listening to a special report, the MacMan Morning Show. We are here in support of Alderwoman Kobe Chapman, who was attacked, physically attacked by the members of the police department. I'm here with Foxy 2, Roxy 3. We're going to carry over and we're going to actually televise the board meeting, which will start at 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Am I mistaken? I shouldn't be. Wait.
No, it starts at 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock. Foxy, can you stay for commentary and play-by-play, as they say in broadcasting?
Oh, I'm not
so.
missing this. I am
Don't
not
miss
missing
this.
this.
Well, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a break. We're going to stop this one, and I'm going to actually, we're going to come back again. And at 7 o'clock, we're going to start. I'm going to line everybody up. Foxy, if you can continue, I don't know, well, there's nothing happening. We'll meet up. I'll give the notification out at 5 after 7. Let's do just that. It'll give us a little time to do what we do. Foxy, 2 Roxy 3 will be co-anchoring with us, our guest co-anchor, and we're going to anchor this meeting. We're going to see what it's all about. I heard some things in the grapevine that not only is the news media there, but I got on good information that several other elected officials, religious leaders, people, they're going to pack that meeting out here. Well, let's see what's going to happen. What you say, Foxy? Go ahead.
They even have some members of Dalton.
That's Central Times. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's 7 o'clock Central time. It starts 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Go ahead, Foxy. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They got Mary Yvonne and different ones there from Dalton and the township, Thornton Township. They're also supporting them. So it's going to be a pack. My thing is, how many he's going to allow to come in there. How this going to turn out, because they're doing it in solidarity to show him that it's not acceptable. You can't put everybody out, and you have to acknowledge people and stop bullying people. And we're going to have to put that awareness out to them, to the world. Just like Dalton got advertised, it's time for Harvey to be on notice.
Do it in a respectful way, because that's the only way myself as well as everyone else does. Let's do it peacefully, but let's also ensure that our voices are heard today.
Hold on. Can you take another question?
You see the news media out there, they've been rallying. All of our friends and our affiliates are there. Martin G. Johnson is there for us live on the ground. And I think that he's going to give us live play by play as they get ready for the meeting. Foxy, bold steps that Alderwoman Kobe Chapman is taking, and you see the support. I see some men out there. There's Martin G's out there. I see Martin G and a lot of other. There's Mr. Roberts, and there's some other people that I do recognize.
Thank everybody for joining
There.
us. We're going to
Okay.
now
We're going to
have an interview with one of the newly
we're
elected
going to
trustees for
suspend right here.
Township.
Make go and let it roll
None other than
until one of our
Mary
guests
Vaughn.
come. That's
How you
Mary.
doing,
Mary
Trustee
Vaughn.
Vaughn?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing well. Can you tell us why you're here today?
Because I am against what is going on and I'm a supporter of
I
all
told
the
you they were
children
coming out.
and the rest of the people of the second ward of Harvey, period. This is unacceptable. If we can do it in Dalton, we can do it here. But we have to support them.
Amen.
That's
I'm
right.
sure that a lot of
Uh,
residents are happy that you're here due to the fact that you're one of their new trustees on their board. Is there a message that you would like to give to the people of Harvey?
Well, we're going to turn the township around and we're going to turn the township around for the good of Harvey, for the good of all the other 15, 16 municipalities out there. I listened to Commissioner McCaskill, 100% in her corner and agree with her. We've got to work together as a team.
They got some
Thank you so much,
heavyweights out
Trustee
there.
Vaughn. We say again
Foxy.
to you,
When you got the Cook
congratulations on
County
becoming
board
today.
and you got
Looking
Thornton
forward
Township on,
to
this man is in
doing great
trouble.
work with
He
the
need to get
council.
himself. I
Thank you,
say
everybody, for
recall him.
being
I'm
on
going to
today.
find out if they got a
Going to
recall or something.
end
We're going to
our
have Kobe
broadcast.
Chapman.
Thank you so much for joining us.
She's going to come on later, but they're preparing right now for the meeting, and I guarantee you that there's going to be some civil disobedience if anybody tries to come between the citizens and the alderwoman and her citizens and the people that want answers. It was a disgrace. Let me get this out of the way. It was a disgrace, Foxy. I'm here with Foxy 2, Roxy 3, who's our guest anchor along with me as we televise this meeting that's getting ready to start. Hopefully, in the next few minutes, uh, about 15 or so minutes, we're going to just stay on the air. I don't have to put on a because I got Foxy. She's here. Her channel is simulcasting. We thank her for coming and thank you for simulcasting also with us, Foxy. I try to tell people all the time, it's a collaborative effort if you're doing it for the right reason. We have to support each other because at this point in history and in this point that we live in, we're the media. And you're not going to get it from 257, even though that they were there, they're high profile. But the people are listening to us. We put a clarion call out. And from what we see so far, and Alderwoman Chapman was on our show, and wonderful interview that I might play tonight after all the festivities is over because it was so well received. And I want to thank her for her time and her effort that she gave to us. We're just standing by right now, just waiting for the feed to come through. And Foxy, why is it, this all out attack? It says, I haven't heard of black politicians. And I'm forgive me for those of you that, if y'all offended by black, I'm sorry. Something is wrong with you. You heard black and even heard worse. But when it comes down to black politicians that have fought and not just politicians, but activists, even like yourself, for your community, that you fight and you're doing what you have to do, and you run up against opposition like this. Foxy, well, how does that feel? How do you? I just like a feeling of what this outrage that's going on. I know it's felt all over the country, but how do you feel about the situation as a whole as we wait for our signal to come up?
I feel that it's really outrageous. It's we supposed to come together. It's already that our community is divided. Now you got someone sitting up there dividing the community even more, and it shouldn't. You're not a king. You're not king of nothing when you sit back and you degrade your own community. You tear up your own town. You, I mean, listen to how many houses that's vacant that you allowed in your town. And then you want to, who wants to live in a town that you got a mayor that's trying to not do anything to uplift its community or their town? Like she said, Dalton already gone through it. But the only difference is he's been doing it undercover because he wants to go and steal the property to benefit himself to make money. So if he get rid of the elderly people and get the property, then he can sit back. It's a it's a property grab. He's trying to just steal up all the property. So, but I mean, you could tell that he's shisty when he was dealing with Tiffany, and then when it came down for her, to be on the for the township, and then he went ahead and found out that he purged himself. Then I'm no longer want to run for supervisor. No, because you perjured yourself because you got in there and lied. So that show if you can lie in front of a court, somewhat of a court, you will lie anywhere. So he's a liar, and he's a liar. He's got the people so afraid of him that they're scared to say anything, especially the other the older men and women, and you got
Hmm.
them all scared of you, and they're scared to stand up to you because they can't afford the $500. Your lady told you she got charged $500 because she spoke her mind. So she got arrested for 500, and so people can't afford that $500, and he got a
Wow.
judge in his pocket that he know that he can put the case in front of him that's going to back him up. So the people are afraid to say anything. Today is a
Wow.
monumental moment,
Right.
from what I have watched back all the different videos to bring myself up to where they are now. That's a monumental moment today. This is a monumental moment for these people to finally come together like they did and being able to voice what they've been wanting to say for so long, and for people, the news media, to see them, to be seen, not to be just heard, to be seen and heard. That's a monumental moment. Then you got Dalton and you got the township backing them. So they're trying to push them the same way. So now he's going to have to face who he is. And, he needs to face it because he's been getting away with it so long. Now that Tiffany's
Yeah.
out of the way, now he's in
Hmm.
the spotlight. He's uncomfortable about this. I know he's uncomfortable because now he's in the spotlight, and she's
He
don't
like
want him
he's
into
like
it.
roaches when you turn the lights on. They get to running and everything.
Right. So now he's in the spotlight. Now I want to see tonight how he's gonna handle this. Cause see, he's been in the cut because of everybody been watching Tiffany, Tiffany, Tiffany. Now that Tiffany
Yeah.
no longer in the picture, now
Hmm.
he's in the spotlight. And he's now everybody's gonna do the comparison of why Tiffany was doing the stuff she did because she was marking him, and he was probably advising her to do like he did to keep her village under control, like he has his town. So that because when I started
Let me
seeing,
ask you. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that with the um, this is flagrant acts of defiance to the Constitution of the state, the local, the rules, the regulations. And because I know that they do have home rule, they got to be something. We'll find out some kind of remedy that they have. And see, I think that the state legislature, along with Napoleon Harris, who's the majority, he's a majority leader, if I'm not mistaken, of the Senate, that when they bring something up, they might have to revamp or do something about this because uh, Harvey today and Dalton today, it'll be somewhere else tomorrow. And it is really, I mean, just really outright. If they felt that they couldn't get away with this, Foxy, they wouldn't be doing it. I just don't believe that they would be doing it. What do you think?
I think okay, just like the difference with Dalton and Harvey. See, Dalton, they had some powerful, trustees that didn't back down. Tiffany couldn't scare them down. Tiffany couldn't make them bow to her as far as being afraid of her. Now, Township, that was a different story. And the only one that she had that didn't stand up to her was Darlene. But everybody else in Dalton stood up to her. All the trustees stood up to her. But see, the council people in his administration are afraid of him. They thought they were going to stand up for him, but once he started finding and arresting them and charging them $500 a pop, they got afraid.
Yeah.
So they went into the
Do you
mouse
think?
mode.
Do you think that it's more so they're getting something out of it than they're being afraid? It's a lot of money going around and being spent in Harvey, just like it was spent in the other jurisdictions that we like in Dalton that we were talking about. Some of those like Andrew Holmes and Stan Brown and her cohorts, all of her department heads, the crooks and so forth and so on. They were making good. I mean, it's now being said this is unofficial, and I like to shout out to Kiana Belch. I hollered at you. She hollered at me. She's going to be coming on with a real good exclusive. She says she's coming on. I talked to her today, and if you've been watching the McMahon Morning Show at any time, you know that when Kiana Belcher, Trustee Belcher, reelected, thank God, we endorsed her first, and she came on a couple of times. But her major interview, and I'm grateful. I've never seen that many people in our chat, but it's okay though. But sometimes, the good Lord will tap you on the shoulder and say, "Here you go." And over 10,000 people, almost. Looked at and seen that video. We're going to replay it if they like us to. If you like us to, we can. So you can actually see at the crust, almost at the beginning. We were waiting for the year to transition beforehand, and when that election night come, and everybody, I'm pretty sure that's in the chat, or if you ever known, I mean, had any knowledge of what's going on in the village of Dalton, you would have saw that it was a landslide. They beat this lady. I mean, Tiffany Henyard might as well. I wouldn't run for nothing else, but she'll never be able to run it for anything in the Southland, I think. And I don't think she's got the guts to. She don't know nobody in Chicago or anything like that. But then, I was listening to some people, Foxy, saying they just singing her praises. How can you sing praises of a person that's been stealing unless you involved in it, or unless you one of her partners or something like that? Also, there's some news on the explosion of the U-Haul place. I've gotten some information. I ain't gonna share it with you yet. We're just trying to tie it down, and I'm gonna share it with you, Foxy. You gonna be shocked when you hear what I got. But here at the McMahon Morning Show, we share our information and our inspiration. And I have here with me Foxy Two Roxy Three. She has her own platform, which is wonderful, and she's doing some wonderful things. Please don't forget to put it in the chat for me if you can, Foxy, so that everybody would be able to reach you and to see what you're doing. She's doing a wonderful job. A wonderful friend of our show. Come in and give her time. And anybody, I know Leah killed me. He's gonna hit me upside the head for this. So anytime somebody can tame Lee, uh, Foxy came in. He said, "Okay, yes, ma'am, Miss Fox." He said, "I said, wait a minute, who is this?" And I'm just kidding. Lee. He's wonderful. Our co-host Lee Mack. He's busy with his business right now, but he might come on later on if he gets an opportunity to. Thank you, Foxy, for putting that in the chat. We support you, and I thank you for just coming and being a part of this. We're waiting right now for some kind of word from Harvey as far as the signal is concerned. I am pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is a board meeting, so I'm hoping that they'll go live. Somebody got to go live. Foxy, if you can research and see if you can, see if anybody's going to go. I'm looking for Martin G. Johnson's feed. I don't have it. And wait a minute, let me see if I can get this. I don't have it. He should be. I was trying to see if he's going to go live. He told me that he would. Y'all just stand by. But Foxy, it's
Nobody's
interesting
gone
to
live yet.
see. Nobody. Okay, yeah, okay. We still got a couple of minutes, but we're watching, we're observing, we're trying to see what in the world going on, what's going to happen in this meeting. I'm pretty sure that the mayor, Mister, I guess his name is Clark. I know his name is. I think it is. Uh, Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to see something, please. And to the bushes, y'all behave. I can't do anything right now. Please, if you give me an opportunity, we are on the air. I cannot address your issues right now. I don't think there's any issues. I think people just want to talk. Y'all just be patient, real quick. Uh,
They're patient.
that's
Just
Harvey.
I got you.
I'm sure.
I deal
I'm
with the
sure.
chat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's just so good uh, to have you here. Wait a minute. I'm trying to find some. Yeah, but then you know what really upset Tiffany was the Pope. The Pope upset Tiffany. I mean, they took her out of the news completely. And I don't think she's going to show her face anytime soon. I don't think she is. If she does, she's crazy. But who am I? You know, I've seen stranger things. And y'all stand by. We're just talking through this. I am, because I'm trying to find the proper link. I'm waiting for Martin Johnson to give me some kind of indication that he's where he is. And I'm searching the YouTube streets as we speak. And
He
we're at
probably
seven
just
o'clock
trying
and
to
nobody.
set everybody up. You know, it's such a
Okay.
crowd that was out there. They're probably trying to
Yeah.
see who can come in. You know, the police are going to block certain ones. No, we ain't gonna have capacity. Or, you know how the drama go.
Yeah.
So they're probably trying to deal with that before they go live and start the meeting. So you still have time to do some talking to help catch up. But yeah,
You can help me out. You can help me out.
yeah,
Okay.
he's been um he with the church. He wouldn't give
Uh,
they had to give him money to get an occupational license. He's doing that's what Tiffany was trying to do with the church there in Dalton. So and he did it so
really?
bad that the church moved. The church moved. And so then when they moved,
What?
he couldn't get the occupational license to him. So then he started trying to charge him with tax to stay there.
Okay.
And churches is eliminated from taxes. And he was trying to charge them taxes. So they had
Yeah.
to go to court and fight that. So he's been doing a lot of
Wow.
shady stuff, but he's been doing it
Yeah.
because Tiffany had been in the limelight so much that he's been doing all his shady stuff undercover. And Harvey has never been on, in the media. So
Right.
now that Tiffany is no longer there, everything done calmed down in Dalton and in the township. Now he's
Wow.
in the limelight. Now I want to see tonight. This meeting should be very, very interesting. How he handles this now that the media is there. See, he been dealing with a
Yeah.
couple of people there, like Ryan and other people with their phones and a few.
Mm.
But now major media is there. I want to see how
Okay.
he works this out. See, he never been on media like that. His meetings, it's been on, but not that dramatic. This time it's
Okay.
dramatic.
Yeah,
So I want to
it's
see
more
how he
than
gonna work.
yeah, it's more than dramatic. It's going to really it's really going. I mean, the attention is there as you see, and as you were seeing, it was. I mean, the attention is there, and people are there. I'm trying to. Lord, let's see.
Also, I want to answer
If you would,
your question about
who does?
are the
Mm,
if the other
please, please do.
all the people are getting money. No, they're not getting money. It's the point that
Okay.
he's done arrested one lady. I think he arrested her twice. He arrested Ryan, charged him $500. He's done arrested quite a
Hmm.
few people. He has intimidated them. You know, and the people
Mhm.
are afraid of him. He's a, as you said, he's a, as we call him, I call him a so-called lawyer, but he got some judge. I don't know which judge or how many judges he has in his pocket, but he has quite a few. They don't answer for years.
Well, he's one of them. He's one of them ambulance tracers, as they say. He's an ambulance chaser or something.
Yeah,
He's
and
a
he don't.
lawyer.
He's a liar, not a lawyer, and
A liar.
and he don't answer. They don't answer for years. They refuse to give any 4 years out. So that's shady
Mm,
for me. If you can't answer, and
hmm.
so we finally told the older woman to get in contact, and let them know that they're not answering the 4 years. There's a lot of things that he's been getting away with that they didn't know what what avenues they could go into. So now that
Okay.
Dalton has gone through it, now that she's talking with Sherry and Belcher and different ones and getting the information that they need to stand up to Harvey now. Because see, they didn't know,
Mm.
both places were going through turmoil. So everybody was trying to figure out what can we do to eliminate these two tyrants. So now we got rid of one. Now we still got the other one. So now they got some of the tools to handle him. So today is a monumental moment because he's never had a crowd like that to come together
Wow.
to challenge him.
Yeah. I can't get. It doesn't look like. I don't know why Harvey is not responding. Hold on a second. I don't know why Harvey's not. Their website is not. Uh,
Oh no, it's
Lord
not gonna
help
come
us.
up today. You got to think about it. They're not gonna bring that up.
Somebody's supposed to be coming live. I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's gonna be a live, but
Okay, I want you to stand by if you can. Go ahead and talk, Foxy. I got something I got to do, but keep our broadcast going. Wait, let me remind everybody: this is a collaborative between Foxy Two, Roxy Three, and the Magman Morning Show. We're bringing this to you live. Foxy's going to continue with our commentary as I do some searching uh, for something. I got to make a quick phone call. Go ahead, Foxy, and talk to the folks. It's your page too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. You know, we all, if there are any, as they call us, YouTubers or content creators on here, that's friends of mine or people that comes on my channel. Please, let's put it out there. Anybody on here that go on other content creators, bring it to their awareness. We got to get this out here. The same way that Dalton went through what they went through, Harvey is going through it too. But Harvey is going through it worse than well, I can't say worse because both of them about the same. But he's just a little more, he does his more undercover. As Tiffany was out there in the open, he's more undercover. And so it's time to take the cover off him. Look, as they say, take the sheet off and let's see the real naked you. Because what I'm seeing here is that he's been doing a lot of illegal stuff. He's trying to do property grab. He's that nobody know where the money is. None of the aldermen know where anything is. He's not giving them, as she said, they're not giving them the agenda for them to go over before they go before it. If they challenge him, he's yells over. He put the gavel down for them to be quiet. If they continue, they'll do what they did with Alderwoman Chapman. They will grab you and take you out and arrest you and charge you $500, and it goes forward. I mean, that's the thing. This is illegal. The stuff he's doing is illegal and it has not been brought to light. It's time for us to put our foot on his neck. The same way we all came together and put our foot on Tiffany's neck, let's put our foot on his neck. Let him know this is not acceptable. You don't do your community like that. You don't do nobody like that. That's indecent. You're going to have to come together and help us to help them. They are reaching out to us. They're asking for our help. It's time for us to start doing some investigating and like Jed said, do some investigating advocate on them, on him. Let him know it's not acceptable. We're not going to sit down on this. We're not going to sit back in the bushes, as they say, and not say anything. We're going to let it be known. We're going to let you know. We're going to start going out here and letting you know we see you, and you're not getting away with it. And we're going to back Harvey as much as we can. And with the same way we back Dalton, let's back Harvey the same. If Dalton can come there and back them up, the township can come there and back them up. Why can't we, as content creators, go and back them up too? Let's get it known. News media, get it known. Let him be seen. That's all I got to say.
You're you're exactly right. Welcome back to the combined efforts of broadcasting, which I do love. That is, you're listening to Foxy, to Roxy 3, and the MacMahon Morning Show collaboration of this very, very important event that's going on. Martin G just got off the phone with me and he says he's going live. Can you search also? Just if you find something, let me know. I'm trying to find a signal from him so that we can bring it to you live. I wish I was there, but just as good, somebody is already there handling the business for us. Let's see if we can get Martin on. If you see anything, Foxy, please let me know because I don't
I'm
understand
checking for
what.
Martin and I'm checking for INA. I'm checking for
Yes,
both of them to
please.
see.
Either one of those would be good, and either one of those them would be great. We're grateful just to be here. I've been uh, searching the searching YouTube streets just to see if we could. Wow. Okay, that's the 28th. I don't know if that's well. Martin he is going live. I just got the
Yeah,
word from him. Do you see
they
anything
probably
yet?
not yet. Like I said, they
Okay.
got to get everybody seated. They have to get everybody in place so there won't be,
They gotta
there won't be
get
a
enough
so
handcuffs. Get enough handcuffs. Call them. I didn't see now. I have not seen any extra added police or anything. I don't think that they'd be stupid to do it. According to the sheriff's department, source my source from the sheriff's department. They are not coming to defend the mayor or any of his cohorts or whatever the case may be. And we're going to see what's going to happen in a couple
oh,
seconds.
they're not coming. They're not coming. I'm gonna tell you why. They're not coming because
Talk to
now
us.
the news media. See, it's too many news media.
Oh,
See,
okay.
before, like I said, it was like I think it's like was
Here, go
one or
ahead and
two.
speak, Foxy. Go ahead.
It's like one or two news media might be there, but they were like local, and then you, like I said, you got Ryan, then you got different people, content creators that live within there. They might have their own channel that was there. But other than that, now we have, the news media. You got the news media, Chicago news there. So he ain't gonna they ain't gonna come up there and be seen like they did what they did with their alderman. They're afraid. They're afraid right now because the news will catch your face. They will get you and see what you're doing. So he probably done had a meeting with them, letting them know don't go in there doing what you don't need to do. Hi, Justin Thompson. Welcome. Marjan, thank you for coming. I said what I said. Thank you for being here. Justin, we're to give you a recap. We're here in regards to Harvey. He's doing the same things that Tiffany was trying to do, but the difference is because the limelight, Justin, was all on Tiffany. Now that Tiffany is no longer in place, now it's time for us to put our foot on the mayor of Harvey's neck, because he's charging people $500 to stand up for themselves. They can't speak, they can't grunt, they can't cough, they can't do anything in his room. If they do anything like that, there's physically forced out. If they don't walk out on their own, they will force them out, put them in handcuffs, and charge them $500. So we're watching the meeting tonight. It's a special meeting. The alderwoman, Kobe Chapman, has requested that everybody comes together. So they already did. If you want to go back and do the replay, my channel or on the Macman Morning Show, and to catch up. She's asking us to come together and help her because I'm thinking about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they manhandled her and took her out of a meeting because she was asking questions that he didn't want to answer. So we're trying now to wait for us to get a live feed from somebody, either Martin G or Jedediah or whoever we can find to give us a live
I
feed.
got Martin G. I got Martin G right now. Y'all stand by. I'm sorry, Foxy. Go ahead and talk while I set this up. And the meeting is started. Stand
Okay.
by.
Those efforts have been gone forward. We should be coming together on these issues, not to burden our residents further, but to develop solutions that bring in new revenue and vital services. We should be focused on attracting a grocery store, pharmacy, and staple businesses to our community, not pushing people out with higher costs and unanswered questions. I also want to speak honestly and directly. I take full accountability for speaking when asked to come to order. My passion for the issues facing our residents sometimes pushes me beyond the procedural boundaries, but my intent has always been to speak for those who feel voiceless. I just ask, why can't we ask a question? For the residents who elected me to stand in the chamber and represent them with courage and conviction. We were all elected to serve the people, and that means we should all be held to the same standard of transparency. Public service demands public answers, not silence, not avoidance, and certainly not suppression. To the second board, I will continue to fight for you. I will continue to speak up, even when it's uncomfortable. And I will continue to push for a city government that works for the people, not against them. I'd like to invite everyone out this Saturday, May the 17th, with 5th District Commissioner Dr. Keisha E. McCaskill to the Recycle and Resource Fair, where we'll have a number of Cook County services alongside just helpful agencies to support you. Please bring all your goods that may not have been picked up in the Harvey cleanup, as you can recycle those in the Charm Center of South Suburban College. Thank you all. I appreciate your support and I love you. And let's keep the good trouble going. Thank you.
Next is the third ward.
No request for the third.
We have the sixth ward.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I'd like to say the lady, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. That's what 95 of my queen. Okay, one of my queens. That's what 95 years old looks like on the 27th of this month. And other than that, the residents of the sixth ward on my heart, you know where I stand, and you know what I do every day. So no, I'm happy.
Thank you. Fifth ward.
Thank you, Mayor. Thanks to everyone that's here today. Thank you for your presence. And
First ward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good evening, everyone. Mayor, I just want to personally thank you and the chief for stepping up in our first board meeting we had on the 10th of May. I could not attend the meeting. Let me restate that. I was in attendance. I could not host the meeting because I did have a medical procedure, and the mayor did a tremendous job. So I personally want to say thank you for stepping up and hosting that meeting on my behalf. I would like to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. It's truly a blessing to be a mother. And I also want to say, as a Catholic, I was so excited to get the new pope. We have a new pope, and I was extremely excited to find out he was from the South Suburbs. And I just want to reach out to the residents of Dalton. I went to the site today, and those residents that live next door or near that house were very gracious, and I want to say thank you. You God bless. I have no report.
Thank you. Next, is public comment. Public comment is encouraged and appreciated. This is the only opportunity.
This should be interesting. This should be interesting.
On the impact of the business.
Interesting.
On the agenda, respectful of everyone's time. Council members will not engage in dialogue with individual members of the audience, and no immediate action will be taken on any public comment issue. When your name is called, please proceed to the podium and state your name. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. No speaker may only give their time to another speaker. Comments shall be praised and respectful at all times. No person may use public comment for the purpose of campaign or advertising. This is not a question and answer time, and council cannot engage in conversations with the public. Questions and concerns about operations should be addressed with city staff on regular business hours.
If you notice, he said no question and answer, just comments.
Yeah, I noticed that.
For the sake of expediency and for following rules that the chief has articulated prior to the meeting, I understand that sometimes passions may get high, but I would caution the public from any clapping at that particular time. We want to try to get through this as orderly as possible. That being the case, the first comment comes from, looks like Zoe Lee, and followed by Amanda Askew.
I'll make this very clear. Open Public Meetings Act cannot override the U.S. Constitution. Here's how that works. Supremacy Clause. The U.S. Constitution is the supreme law of the land. No state law, local ordinance, or public meeting decision can override constitutional protections like due process, equal protection, or free speech. You are in violation of all of them. You cannot do that. This is a whole lawsuit. Everybody that they keep violating that due process is a lawsuit.
Regardless of what you think.
See, he won't even let him clap.
Regardless of what you may think and go feel, just please observe and follow our rules. Thank you.
None of those rules override the supreme law. I don't know, like, but you take an oath, so you clearly don't know the U.S. Constitution. As the rest of the Cook County, that's just what it is. It's Rico time. You are committing Rico. Kwame Raoul's committing Rico. What's his name? Welch, Rico. Brandon Johnson, Rico, your cousin. All y'all committed Rico. Like, it's a big Rico. Like, Rico, Cook County. Operation Grey Lord, Cook County in 1984, when they locked up judges, mayors, prosecutors, lawyers, Cook County sheriffs. Just letting you know that this time is going to be.
They must have some sheriffs there.
Because you are stealing black people's property, you're displacing seniors and thinking that it's okay. You carry steel. Like, nobody's not playing with y'all. Like, it's a new millennium, okay? The federal government is coming in. You're going to jail, prison, that's okay. And nobody's playing with you. So please, I want you to violate my First Amendment. Please.
Uh, oh, sugar, sugar, sugar. She said, violate me. I want you to.
Look at YouTube. YouTube, you're no good. Y'all ain't no good. I know what they doing. They knocked off three of our folks already. You see what? Y'all low down. It's all right. We the media.
Look, no, he didn't look. He didn't look. Look, he didn't have the police to take her out of there. He,
I don't think he gonna do it today. He won't be embarrassed. I wish I. No, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something crazy.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to start off with praise. I would like to give Mr. Suarez. That was a very productive meeting about small business resources on April 10th. I was disappointed that none of the aldermen from the finance committee was there to continue the conversation of spurring up economic development in the city of Harvey, since we have 7 TIF districts. But I know there's hopefully more to come. My second one comes in is I witnessed a violation of freedom of speech at the previous city council meeting, and I think that is horrible. The purpose of governance, democracy and governance is a verb. It's a meeting of the minds to make decisions for the betterment of this town, the resources of this town, and the residents. Now, everyone may not agree. We may not all have the same political thought process. We also may not agree on the best plans for the city. But to weaponize the police department and to suppress the speech of a fellow elected official is quite frightening. And it also bothers me that in this meeting, in previous meetings before, we had several ordinances that include some type of fee income. But yet, according to the state of Illinois and the city of Harvey's website, there's been 3 years of no financial reporting.
No,
I
no
got
financial report.
You can get car insurance for as low as $22 per month. Take a look. As low as $22 a month. Your
income. And it ranges from a variety, but yet you do not know the true financial.
Forgive us for that. They're playing the tricks of YouTube.
Bills. Or the bills that were to be paid privately. So, Andy, of what is being paid on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis.
That's Martin G. They might be harassing my brother. I don't know. He's getting close. All right, Martin. Look at Martin. Martin. That's right. Get over there with the media, Martin.
No, he's trying to get a better view.
You still should know what it is, and it should be available for public consumption. And let me end by saying, I am not a criminal nor a pedophile, because I know there like to be disparaging comments during certain people's comments. I am an educated Black woman who is a citizen of this.
My, they look so peaceful. They look so peaceful.
They're not allowed
Where the
to
police
talk.
and the nice? Ain't no paddy wagon or nothing. Paddy wagon. He didn't stop her. You know he nervous. I heard the bell ring.
Yeah, it's a timer up there on the screen to tell them how long they have before they have to stop talking. Oh, they recessing for 10 minutes. I can say the meeting over.
He's nervous, and the police is nervous. I didn't see them arresting anybody. You're listening to here. Let's
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You okay? What they about to do? Are they putting the folks out?
They saying
What they
it's a
doing?
recess for 10 minutes.
Okay. You're listening to live coverage of. Let me put this in here. Oh, stand by, folks. Stand by. Action is happening. I got Martin G. And I got Foxy 2 Roxy 3, my co-anchor. And there is a disturbance inside. And let's see where is the alderwoman? Let's see. She's got plenty of support tonight. What do you say, Foxy? There go my friend. There goes Chappelle. Chappelle hollering at the phone. Ooh, they hot tonight, boy. They mad tonight. You're listening to the MacMan Morning Show Evening Edition along with Foxy 2 Roxy 3. Both platforms are going. We'd like to thank you all for coming. Tell your friends and everybody, y'all can come to us. You will not get coverage such as this. You will not get coverage like from Martin G and from Foxy 2 Roxy 3 or from us. We see our brother in there from Fox
They're trying to
32.
lock them out. Look, Sherry
He's
came
trying.
on Jedediah's channel. Say if they leave, they will get locked out.
If they leave, they will be locked out. That's not fair. That's against the law. Number one. Let's
And that's why
let's watch and see what's happening. Go ahead, Fox.
he's trying to. They're trying, from what I can see on Jedediah's channel. I'm looking at his chat and everything. They're trying to get the people saying it's a recess, trying to get the people to go out because see, they already clapped. They already made some noise. Now he's trying to get them out of the place, saying it's a
He,
recess.
if the Attorney General of Illinois, I know he's listening, looking somewhere on some kind of media. I know somebody out there works for him. You better tell him to tune in because I say that this is a clear case of violating First Amendment and the rights of the people to gather and to.
Wait a
Um,
minute, the lady and a lady with a black hat on with a product, her right there. She get ready to
hold
talk
on,
to you.
I'm switching to that feed right now. I got two feeds going at the same time. I'm going to try to get the feed that you got. Hold on one second, Foxy. Hold on, stand by if you can. Okay, I'm pulling it up now. We're watching actual. Okay, where is he?
They're taking our homes. They're escorting. What's that? What you just
Okay, I think that.
because we were invited. We had a 90-year-old citizen who been here for
Ooh, they
55
hot. They mad. These folks are
90-year-old,
mad.
and they're displacing him and told him he had to get out of his property. So we had four more black citizens that the Democrat Party
Okay.
will tell you they're for the black people. That they're displacing them and kicking them out of their homes. The business, what you say, they're escorting the business. They're using intimidation with the police department. First, they told us to defund the police.
Oh, they hot tonight. Listen in, folks. Live from Harvey, Illinois. Our remote worker is working the remote in Illinois for the MacMan Morning Show and for Foxy 2 Roxy 3. Our platforms, that is Martin G. Johnson, Original Crime Chaser of Chicago.
I stand with them. This is the same thing we're dealing with in Chicago. We're fighting. Yes.
You can talk, Foxy. It's your show too now.
I'm trying to listen to what girlfriend is saying because she's going off.
Okay.
What
Yes, ma'am.
it is, she was getting ready to go up and speak, and that's why he went to a recess.
I don't think he's going to be able to keep those people out of there. If they do, that's an order they shouldn't take. I'm going to try to get the chief of police. If we can get somebody there tomorrow, I'm going to work on it.
The police is not our enemy.
This is live, folks. I know you hear a lot of hollering and carrying on going on, but this needed to happen. Thank you, everybody that heard our cry. We were announced over many platforms, glad to serve, and they said our interview sparked them off. And Foxy, you and Brother Lee Mack, it's y'all's fault all this is happening. Y'all told them people to come there and holler at the mayor and call him.
I sure did, and I'm going to do it again and again and again.
I keep telling people, don't go ahead.
If I lived there, I'd be standing right beside her. Let's get it on. What you want to do? How you want to handle it?
You act like people wanted you to move to the to the Midwest or something. Whoa, Foxy, you be terrible over there. They might need you to go over there for a minute or two. Wow, look at these people.
Live uncut, unedited.
We have, okay, that's Kobe Chapman out there. That's her right there. Yeah, this is live. This is live, folks. We got affiliates all over. We got two reporters in the room. We have Chappelle Hooks. She's our report. That's her right there. She ain't reporting. She hollering and fussing, which is all right too. She's doing her job. Martin G. Johnson is working the camera and the remote for us.
That's right. Can't arrest
I don't think.
everybody.
No, you sure ain't got that many handcuffs.
They said we ain't going nowhere. You can't arrest everybody.
No. If you listen to the audio, folks, of course it's skipping, but we got live audio. They're trying to harass. I'm getting a text from Martin right now, a voice text from one of his people. They're trying to shut him down, and anybody. Oh my.
We want reform. We want reform. We want reform. We want reform. We want
2.0?
We want reform.
Forgive me.
He locked them out. He locked them out. He made them leave and locked them out.
An official out. You cannot lock them. I would bum rush the door. You cannot lock that alderman out of that meeting. But as we see civil rights violations right before us, there's Patricia Stewart there, accountant extraordinaire.
You see, they public meeting act. They're violation of public meeting act.
I want you to turn your mic up just a little bit, Foxy, so I can hear you. And I can wait a minute. Can I turn this down?
Okay, they're in violation of open meeting act.
They are. Now the news media is inside. I think the news media is still inside, and the other reporters are there. Martin shouldn't have never left. I wouldn't have never left. Just because you call for a recess does not mean that the public has to leave. Go ahead, Fox.
No, what it is, Martin G coming out here so he can hear everybody's voice. See everybody's.
Yeah, he's doing. She look like she's mad. Martin, y'all. Go ahead.
He's doing the outside commentating. He's doing what you would do. He's doing the outside reporting. He said, let the news media do their thing, but we're going to do this outside.
Is Investigate Advocate still inside the hall? You think? I can't get no eyes on him right now.
He's outside. Well, we haven't got Martin G. Hold on, let me see if I can see who else in there. I know one of the other commentators, content creators.
I'm looking at two of the aldermen that are outside right now. I'm looking at the second ward alderman in that gray suit talking right behind in the screen right now. Mm-hmm.
He said go after the police officers personally. It's the police department. They made them leave. They made everybody leave.
They had no right doing that. Okay.
They're in violation of open. They're in violation of the Open Meeting Act.
Mm-hmm.
See, you're weaponizing the police again.
That's illegal.
You cannot do that. I don't know why. I'm going to try to.
Yep, exactly, Sherry.
I would not have left.
He said Thursday they had a plan to shut down the meeting because he knew it was going to be outrageous. He couldn't take it.
Oh, okay, wait 1 second. Let me look at this. Let me see. You and brother. Let me remind my audience of what Foxy and Lee Mack did. Brother Lee Mack, our co-host of McMahon Morning Show, did. They called to arms and told. I hear Martin out there hollering, live and uncut, unedited. And y'all call for order, and y'all call for help. And we were the first to do it. We were the first to get the flyer. We were the first to have Miss Kobe on post-interview, exactly giving her almost 2 hours of airtime, which I don't have no problem doing. And Miss Woman just screamed, okay, Miss Lady, we hear you. Um,
You pay their salary. Period.
I heard that. Y'all better open up that door for let them peoples in. I know that much.
That's wrong.
James, Sherry said send the link to her email.
Okay, send it to your email.
Send it to
You want me to send it to
Sherry's email.
to Sherry who? Patrick?
Sherry Britton.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Stand by. Go start talking. Don't let leave my folks now. Go ahead, Foxy.
They
Tell
standing
them
up.
what you want.
They're standing up. They're standing up for themselves. The police is trying to keep them from assembling. They are in violation of the Open Meeting Act. He's doing. That's what Tiffany was doing by locking them out, and he's doing the same thing.
Do not leave. Do not leave.
Yes.
I think y'all. It's you and Lee Mack's fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all did this one. Told them people to come. Them people to come out there. Look at what the Mac Man Morning Show and our other collaborators, Foxy G, Foxy. I am gonna call you Foxy G. Foxy 2, Roxy 3. Wait a minute, they done hit my man. Now wait a minute, they done hit Martin. Okay, then we back. And Sherry, tell Sherry that we got her in the queue. Wait a minute, let me see where she's at. Come on in, Sherry. Come on in. Tell Sherry to come in. Come on in. It's in the link.
Come on, Sherry. It's in your email. Come on in.
Okay, did you hit the email for her? Wait a minute. She said send it to her email. My bad. Oh, holy Jesus. Okay. Stick with him, Foxy. Stick with him.
I knew what they was gonna do though. I knew what they was gonna do.
Yep. What they did was they weaponized the police by putting everybody out.
I knew it.
He's afraid now. He's scared now. He's running. So when they started clapping, he got scared right there. When those people started clapping when that lady spoke, when they started clapping, he got scared then. And then when that young lady got up and started
Right quick. Wait.
They're coming around. They're gonna come around. They don't want to open this door. They're gonna come around because they ain't want to open this door up.
That's the bottom line. He gotta go. He's not a good fit.
So tell me what happened, man. In your own words, what happened? Tell me what.
He was offended as to what Zoe said about him. And just those 3 people clapping set him off, and he had to prove that he was in charge. This is about a control thing. He must control the narrative at all times. Even when he's wrong, he's controlling.
I sent the link to you. I sent it to your email.
He's under a lot of stress, and he doesn't know what to do.
Wow.
He ain't got no liquor. I thought he had
I
some
was
liquor.
expecting it. When we had that press conference, I was expecting it. Y'all see what it is?
The people are here. The people are here. Let Sherry know that it's in her
Can of worms now.
it's inside the her email. I just sent it to her. Let me double check. You're listening to the Mac Man Morning Show Evening Edition. This is James Mack, your host. Also here with us is our guest anchor, Foxy 2, Roxy 3.
That's right.
And we're trying to make communications with our correspondent from Dalton. I think I did just send it to her. Wait a minute, let me see. I did. I sent it to her. Are you there, Sherry? Sherry, come on in. Check your email. The email that you gave to me, Foxy, I sent it to her. Are you there? If you are, come on in. Wait a minute, what is she saying to me? Check.
Okay.
Harvey, Illinois, the board meeting, the regular scheduled board meeting for the city of Harvey is taking place. They took a recess and they dumped everybody out of there. We got two aldermen that are standing. That's Alderman Chapman and her counterpart and her coworker, alderman of the fourth ward. I'm waiting for you to come in if you can. If you can, I'm going to send it to her one more time. Hold on a second.
Identify whether we're in favor or not in favor. This is similar to him being my right to free speech. There's a change that's so sorely needed in Harvey. I'm glad today that all the spotlight and the awareness is being made. We must continue this. We have our meetings every second and fourth Monday of the month here at 120 Broadway Avenue. Here in the great city of Harvey, Harvey, Illinois, 60426. Second and fourth Mondays of the month, 7 p.m., 6 p.m., sometimes for 5 minutes. But this crash, that foreign behavior cannot be uplifted. It must be something easily, swiftly, and expeditiously to ensure.
I sent the link a second time. If you need to, Foxy, send it to her. I sent it. I don't know what's. Stand by. Stand by.
Until we can go back inside of the chambers to continue having the meeting. We were removed from the meeting because we started clapping. I'm sorry, not me, the residents started clapping.
Hello, my sister. Hello, my queen.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Sherry, how you doing? We got you here. You can stay on camera if you like to. You can. Lord help us all.
Fine,
We
that's
got people
fine.
here. This is okay. Let me give a pro. Okay, somebody opened the door. Look like I pulled that door open. Pull him out. Pull him out. Oh, I'm sorry. Incite riot. That's the alderman.
What?
Let's see if they're going to let Kobe in. Hold on. Stand by.
Let the residents go
We got Martin G. that's doing our remote. We have our correspondent from the city of Dalton. We have Sherry Burton is here with us. Britton Burton.
I tried to
I
get
call
over
you
to
Richard
that
Burton.
meeting. I
Richard.
couldn't.
Well, you probably in a safe place, and we can get you some of your. We see a lot of people, a lot of elected officials that are there. Martin G. is running our remote. There's Alderwoman Kobe. There she is. That she passed by just a couple seconds ago. We have
I
a
know it.
collaboration with Foxy 2 Roxy 3 and the McMahon Morning Show. We're simulcasting our platforms and our shows. Thank you, WKRA, for picking up on. They own our remote license up for until till July. We want to say hi. Martin G is the police out there. Listen, Martin G out there.
I see Byron Stanley, new trustee of Thornton Township. I saw Valerie Stubbs, newly elected Thornton Township trustee. I saw Mary Avant, newly
Yeah,
elected.
Mary's out there. Everybody's out there.
I saw Alderwoman
Okay.
McDowell from
Would y'all do me? Would y'all do me a real big favor, Foxy? I want you to take the anchor desk. Give me a second. I got a message, and Sherry, stick with her. You're listening to the McMahon Morning Show right here, not the morning show, but the evening edition of the McMahon Morning Show, along with Foxy 2 Roxy 3. Our special guest panelist is our correspondent from Dalton, Sherry Britton, is here with us. I'll be right back. Go ahead. You're in the hands of our co-anchor.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead,
Hey, Miss
Sherry.
Foxy, how are you?
All right, how are you doing, Miss Sherry?
I'm good. I'm cooking dinner. I'm trying to hang out with you guys and trying to get it done.
You know, they
But
say they
this is
only let five
crazy.
in. He said they only let 5 in at a time.
Make sure y'all
They
share it on your
messing
page,
up.
like and subscribe. Like and
Because that
subscribe,
young
share on
lady
your
with
page.
that
Share on
hat
your
on,
page.
she is on 10
Share
and
on
she
your page.
knows everything.
Isn't that 5 in at a time?
Yes, I see that. Just
Hold on
once
just a
she,
second. I
okay.
gotta for just a second.
All right, what's your last
Okay, I'm back. Let me give
They
you.
don't hear that
I know you.
that
they don't hear
5
that.
in?
Sherry stepped away for a moment. She said she'd be right back.
I
But
did.
they don't hear that.
Okay,
They they don't
okay,
hear
I
that
heard
fight.
her.
They hear that.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as they letting somebody in there. You
All
see
right,
these
for those
people
just
out
tuning
here?
in, people,
Yeah.
Okay, let's
we're
listen
at,
to Martin. Let's listen to
we're
Martin.
at Harvey Council meeting with Mayor Clark. And the council. So we're going back in. We got to go through the metal detector. Right. Right.
This is
This
the
is live on
biggest
Facebook.
form of harassment I've ever seen
This is
at a
real.
board meeting
This is
or a
real.
council meeting. I never seen this before,
Right.
other than
They
Dalton.
he made them
Go ahead,
dump him
Foxy.
out.
You
They dumped him out so they could
Mayor,
go back through the metal detector. He feels threatened
5
now.
more. 5 more.
Ooh, I can't wait. Okay, well, stand by, folks. We're waiting. I think
Your
Martin G
award-winning YouTube TV
has
provides all sports and the latest
a
shows. It's
delay.
no surprise
Y'all
JD
stand
Power
by.
ranks
Okay, let
us
me
the
get out
best
of
live
here.
streaming
Okay.
TV.
Somebody said I needed premium. Now y'all can support the McMahon Morning Show if y'all want me to have premium. Uh, y'all help me out a little bit, and we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it as quick as we can get what we need. Because we can cut all those commercials. Thank you, Martin
I'm gonna
G.
be the
He
last
is
one going. I
working our
want everybody
remote.
going in, people. Definitely going in.
We have Sherry
Definitely going
Britton
in.
is here with us, our correspondent from Dalton. And we have our co-anchor, Foxy G, Roxy 3, Foxy G, uh, Foxy 2, Roxy 3, y'all. Foxy, just Foxy, y'all. Y'all know it. Okay, I ain't mean to destroy your name like
No, look, just go ahead and say Foxy. Leave it alone.
I
Just say
see
that.
Foxy.
the school board 205 is there. I saw school
Okay,
board
go ahead, Sherry.
205.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking. I see Byron Stanley.
Let's 5 in at
They
a
are out
time.
there.
Yeah, they are.
We
You
put
call look, you call
it's.
for us.
They sure did. Got the
Yeah,
Masons
you
out there.
call for us.
Y'all got all the G's out there. She made a clarion call on the McMahon Morning Show, and she told me what to do. We did it. Brother Lee, and Foxy got on the air and told them folks to come out there. This was the first time, and they kept it going. And I believe that they heard us. Not just saying for a popularity of our show or anything. We really do, and we are really concerned about the
Glad
people
they're out there.
of the South land.
I'm
Oh, you
looking
know
at
the
this.
mayor
I
got
am
his folks
so
out there. Go ahead, folks. Go ahead.
it's just disappointing to see this happening. And I cannot believe he is doing this. This is political suicide for him. I mean, he's
Yes.
doing the same exact thing
They normally
that
out
this
here.
fool we had
They have
over
a lot of
here
cops here
did.
all the time.
Exactly.
We have
This
a lot
is
of police
unreal.
officers here.
It is. That's Martin G. Johnson. He's the original crime chaser. He's doing our remote from live from Harvey.
5 at a
We
time.
want to thank Investigate Advocate also for their feed that they gave us earlier of the press conference. That's Mr. Jedediah Brown's organization and his wonderful crew on the ground. But we got Martin G. and we have in studio with us. We have Sherry Britton, and we have our correspondent from Dalton, and we have our guest anchor, that's Foxy 2, Roxy 3. I think they're ready to
This is
humbug. Y'all
unreal.
be nice now. Watch that lady in that hat there, because she was ready to do something to somebody.
But the
Sherry, who
thing
is that
of it
lady
is
with the
they
black
have
hat?
to be careful if they want to get the message across. Just let him perform alone. Don't say anything. We know that what he's doing is illegal. They're telling people that they can't clap. But my big thing is, and I mentioned this to Alderwoman Kobe when I saw her at Mayor Akpau was swearing in. They need to get ILESP, and that's the Illinois Standards and Training Police Board. They need to get them out. And because if they stop the police from doing what they're doing, then Clark, he'll be disabled. He won't be able to do that stuff. And another thing, everybody that is touched or arrested, they need to sue Harvey, and they need to sue those police officers in their own personal capacity.
That's right.
They got to
I'm
do it.
grateful.
But, you can show up to every meeting. Here's my thing. Learn from Dalton.
That's it.
I mean, it took us a long time, but if there are steps that you can eliminate, then do that. So if we're telling you to reach out to ILESP to have that police department and that police chief, because he is the leader of that police department, have them investigated. Call on ILESP, they'll show up.
Yeah.
You can go and scream all day. Clark doesn't care, like Tiffany didn't care. Yeah, it's great to be on record, but again, they can stop all this by doing, having them investigated. Start now. Don't wait.
Well, I think that the message has been, they got it out.
Yeah, but again, they need to learn from us. The message is out there, but the message was out there for 2.5 years, and Tiffany still, it took them it took them to 2024 to get to Dalton. It doesn't have to take that long.
Nobody's going to save Black
people. Well,
I'm trying to give them the tools.
Yes. Yeah, well, I think that needs to be. I think that needs to be done, Sherry. Is that there needs to be a coming together of assistance from Dalton, and everybody else needs to be there. Get there. Not just get there, but let's put that paperwork on them. Let's do what Sherry says. Put that paperwork on them.
And put the paperwork on those police.
At least they're letting them in. At least they're letting them in. I just got a note from Martin G. Johnson that he says he's going to be, he told me to let everybody know that he's going to be the last one that comes in. He's going to make sure everybody else gets in, and then he'll enter in.
This is so sad, and I can't believe that the Democratic Party will let him do this after all the hell Tiffany put through.
I think they may have let him hang himself. He done hung himself now, and I think he knows it with all that news media and all of our brothers and sisters in broadcasting that's there. Martin G is there. Martin said he brought about 4 or 5 people with him. That's Chicago Red.
Yeah, I see. But my thing is, why are you letting me get this far? I mean, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but the Democratic Party is really screwing up right here. But it's not about Democrat or Republican, really. It's about him being a whole fool.
I think that because the citizens have come out, Sherry, I want to echo on what you're saying. And Foxy, we know you're there. You need to holler. I think you turn your microphone up now. I'm just kidding. I wanted to say that this is monumental step that they're taking. Maybe this is the fire, the match that lit the fire, because I'm looking at people that I did not see in the last meeting. There are people that are here that are not taking it. And Sherry, I think that if by you all being boots on the ground there, I'm pretty sure that Napoleon and everybody, they're watching, Jace. Everybody's watching. And then I think that there's okay.
So I get in there.
Okay.
So
all right.
Worry about it.
Now Martin gave us he gave us a little I'm going to take him out of.
No, they gonna let us in.
Here, let me take him out of
Smart.
staging right quick. And I wanted to talk to our.
I gotta take a moment, but I'll be right back.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We'd like to once again welcome all of you here to the MacMan Morning Show Evening Edition. This is a special report live coming from Harvey, Illinois. We have Martin G. Johnson, the original crime chaser, who's on behalf of Foxy and myself and the MacMan Morning Show. He's doing our remote coverage for us. Excellent service, excellent. He volunteered, and we really we will have him on this evening. He's going on this evening, so we're going to have commentary all night, not all night, but for this evening, and we're going to highlights. We're live. Stand by, folks. Stand by 1 second. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Okay, cool.
Now, for those of you that sending me these messages and talking about you should have premium.
That box over there, right?
Premium, whatever. Yeah, premium's about $20.
This is all in the queue. Is also on this, also filming it too. So we have some other content creators that are,
And
playing this live.
and we'd like to give all of those. Okay, here they're back in. Stand by, folks.
Mothers here. I want to apologize to our mothers and black women of this disgraceful display of poor behavior by cowardly men toward a black woman. That clearly shows themselves as big old bullies. I'm here because the Holy Scripture does teach us that when the people cried out before God, that God sent a message to the kings that abused their authority, robbed the people, and bribed the political.
This is eerily creepy because it reminds me of the first meeting I saw in Dalton.
No, did you see that police officer go over there and tell that person that they're going to record and stand back there with the reporters?
It's okay, long as they can record, I guess. They're going to do everything that they can to intimidate people. Once again, we'd like to welcome you to this a special edition of the MacMan Morning Show, along with Foxy 2 Roxy 3, our combined efforts to bring you this live report from the city of Harvey. We're at a board meeting with, as you see on the screen, you see on your right hand in the right corner over there, you see Alderwoman Chapman is there. She was arrested at the last meeting, her and her mother.
You got an ally in the rabbi. Good trouble is on the way. Hope and pray that the word is said some inspiration, and for those who stand with the badge, they are black men. You should be ashamed of yourself. Cowardly acts to not stand up for this black sister who's defenseless of seeing this destruction in your eyes. And to our black sisters who stood by and did absolutely nothing. That could have been you. Could have been your daughter. Could have been your sister. Could have been your mother. And you did nothing about it. That to me says you abuse your power.
You make sure they hear that bell, don't they? Okay, wait a minute, we lost. Okay, there it is. Okay, Sherry, we see you back. That's the rabbi. Stand by, folks.
I'm Angela Taylor. I've been a resident here for 15 years. City of Harvey, I used to love the City of Harvey, but what I saw last week on the news, I was appalled. I was saying, our mayor said, my husband fell out for what? And then we got all these yes sirs Tyrone Rogers, Dominic Grant, Talay Smith. Don't say yes, sir. Stop voting for yes, sir. We don't need them. We need real voting to get out.
Check the police out, y'all. Check him out. He needs to. I want to know who he is. Who is that person? I want to know if anybody knows in the chat or any of our anchors know who that officer was.
Tell everybody what's going on. You know, this don't make no sense. We have yes, sir. Y'all know what yes, sir? Yeah, you know what yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, 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 sir. Yes. We don't need that. But I'm sorry. If nobody said anything to you, I'm sorry for the check that happened to you. I'm sorry for your mother being arrested. That was embarrassing. This one all the way down to Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. They say, "Hey, what's going on?"
He's doing a Tiffany, and like he's not even looking at him. He's looking away from him.
That's her sensei. That's her teacher.
I want to see what's going on. I want to see the church report. I don't understand why the church don't have the words to talk. Why she can't do the report like everybody else? Like you said, this hasn't been Timothy Park, Oak Park, Forest Park, Edison. We got a report. We don't get a report out here. Because you know what? Some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all don't come to the meetings. We need to start coming to these meetings. We need to start paying attention. We're not paying attention. That's all I ask.
Next is Chantel Oates. And then we have that for Daniel Harvey.
Uh-oh, here she go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chantel Hooks, 51-year resident. 2023, I was elected by the people. Thank you for to serve at the Harvey Public Library. I just don't understand the toughness now. I don't know if it's the real cat, if it's the new black cat, but you're talking about. I heard the you won't smoke. Oh, I bring the smoke. We all can bring smoke. We all know some things. I called you right away, remember? And we talked about this. You my alderman, I should be able to call you. Whenever, however, talk about whatever is going on in the city of Harvey. But I don't understand why no one knows about money. No one knows about murders, how to solve them. But we got a whole police force
Real.
up in here. You're gonna kill, drag all of them all out the room, but I bet you won't go drag none of them jokers off that corner selling drugs though.
Ooh.
Did he just put somebody out?
I was trying to see that he
I
moved
think
his
so.
place.
Y'all send people to my house. I guess because you post the son on the warning list and I'm supposed to be quiet. Send as many people.
You can hear a nice pea on cotton in there. Why is he
He's
putting
throwing somebody out. He's throwing somebody out.
Well, tell the old boy that since y'all found the name, tell him that he's okay taking care of us since 1973. That's what you do. And on top of all of this, while y'all sitting saying yes, 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 say yes, yes, and yes to fixing some of
I
this
wish
stuff.
somebody who was going up comment would say, mention that they need to get ILETs be involved.
I've been living in that house
Exactly.
for 21 years. I ain't left.
I'm sorry.
So, I mean,
I say
don't
you're
know
right, Sherry.
what else to say over there, cut that field. Y'all got out my son, raked all the garbage, cut down trees that I've been asking y'all to do for so long. Y'all can get it, and it's still sitting out there. Go pick out that garbage.
Sherry, you see him doing like Tiffany, ain't even looking at people in the face.
So people don't
He
stay
up there
and talk
doodling.
and hear what's going on.
Yeah, up there doodling.
The people from
He can't write anyway. It don't look like.
I guess because you
And
all
he's an attorney, so he knows better.
Yes, thank you.
Exactly.
Once again, you're listening to a special broadcast of the MacMan Morning Show and Foxy 2, Roxy 3. We're combining our efforts and giving you an opportunity to see what's going on in Harvey, Illinois. We have our special correspondent from Dalton, Sherry Hatchet Britton, is here with us at the anchor desk, and we're going to do commentary and some more. All right. Feel free to jump in at any time, folks. Anytime you want it.
Mayor, councilwomen, and residents. Today, I would like to share an update regarding recent crime statistics and specify specific cases handled by the Harvey Police Department. With the conclusion of April, I would like to provide an update on the department's activities over the last month. In April 2025, the Harvey Police Department responded to a total of 3,274 calls for service, leading to 37 misdemeanor arrests, 5 felony arrests, 445 local ordinance citations, 182 moving and equipment.
I see my friend, the fire chief over there, Howard Fisher.
Yeah, I see him too.
He's a decent guy. He's cool.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man, he got to jump off the fire truck.
As he said, he don't have nothing to do with none of that. At least because those two fires, the previous fire chief didn't even know the fires.
Wow.
The swift resolution of this case underscores the dedication and professionalism of our investigators in ensuring justice is served and families are supported during difficult times. Our deepest condolences go out to the family and loved ones of 17-year-old Amari Bidney. Furthermore, I would like to highlight a case that was resolved in January of 2025. On January 30th, 2025, at approximately 12:24 p.m., the Harvey Police Department responded to 14542 2nd for a report of shots fired. Upon the arrival of officers, they were directed to a vacant house. There, officers located a deceased body in the person by the name of Ramsey Essex. Mr. Essex had suffered multiple gunshot wounds and fired. Following a thorough investigation and collaboration with the Cook County State's Attorney Office, the Illinois State Police Crime Lab investigators, Devine and Madison, was charged with first-degree murder in connection with this homicide. The coordinated efforts of multiple agencies were instrumental in achieving a significant milestone in pursuing justice for the victim and their family. Our deepest condolences go out to the family and loved ones of 37-year-old Ramsey Essex. The Harvey Police Department expresses its gratitude to the partner agencies involved in the cases and emphasizes the importance of collaborative initiatives in addressing criminal activity.
Well, he ain't talking about nothing. We can talk during this. I don't even want to hear anything he has to say. He's a disgrace to law enforcement. He's a disgrace to men and women that work every day and put their lives on the line every day. This is a disgrace. He is a disgrace to the badge.
Third consecutive year. The accomplishments reflect the hard work and dedication of our officers and the unwavering support of our partner agencies and the trust of the community has placed in the police department. Together, we strive to maintain a safe and secure environment for all residents of the city of Harvey. Thank you.
Fire department.
That's why he ain't taking the dope dealers off the corner and he harassing people.
Right.
You're a sucker.
But he used to ride through the city at night, probably looking for boys. He used to ride through the city at night, and
No, you
he
didn't
was
do
trying
that.
to make the police chief, the former chief Collins, was actually in Harvey before he came back to Dalton, and he was trying to make him work nights and all that crazy stuff. He was a trip.
What? Oh Lord. Well, they ain't got nothing to say. Okay, I don't know what happened. Okay, no, now, you two, hold on. Stand by, everybody. We're going to we're going to have to find a, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all say something. Wait a minute. Y'all be careful, be patient with us. we're trying to get a live feed. I know that Martin is trying his best
I,
to
I
to
have it
do
on
what.
3 things. It's on my phone. I got Martin's on. I got yours on. It's back on. Give it a second. It'll pop
Oh,
right back
right,
up.
we're back. Okay, that's okay. You're listening to continuing coverage of the Harvey board meeting in Harvey, Illinois. I have with me our guest. Um, I want that. I want. I don't want that. I want this. All right. Uh, okay, we're back. We're back. Okay.
Unbelievable.
It is truly. Wait a minute. Did I put it back in the queue? Oh, Lord, let me see. There we go. We're back.
Before this body on the floor, Treasurer report is not on the agenda because she has not submitted any report to the mayor of the comptroller presentation to the council. When she does so, then it's approved by the comptroller, then you will get a report. Until that happens, you will not see a treasurer report. Finally, all Chapman admitted in her report today that her quote, her passion pushes her beyond the procedural rules. When you go beyond the procedural rules, you are on the board. Nobody is stifling anyone who wants to follow the rules. I am going to once again recognize all the persons who want to follow and want to have order.
Now I know Martin G is monitoring us. We got a wave here. Hold on. And I hope that if he tries to arrest her, that our citizens know what to do. I think they know what to do per the instructions that they were given. Don't let them harass or handle the alderwoman like that. We're gonna see.
Sometimes people don't learn unless I may repeat the same thing slowly. So if that's something that we have to do every week, then I'm more than prepared to do.
Everybody's walking up. Okay, there is action. Everybody's walking out. Solidarity is going forth. They're walking out of the meeting. I don't blame them. And nobody got $500 a pop. I think the statement has been made. Let's just watch. Watch this, folks. You can speak during it if you like to, Sherry. What do you make of this? What do you make of it? If I come on, Foxy, come on, where you at?
I'm right here. I'm
Okay,
observing.
what do you think about what you're seeing? What do you think?
I feel like it's solidarity. I think it's great
All right.
because it's time. They don't went through all the different departments. Now it's time for him to talk. They walk it out on him like they did with
I don't
Tiffany.
blame them. I don't blame them.
And, it's the mayor's report. So now they walk it out on him.
I really think there's something that started here in the city of Harvey. I believe that the match has been lit. And the mayor always got him some thugs that's going to stay with him. Look at all these people. Now, all that crime that's going on in Harvey, if you listen to the police scanner, you can get it on your phones. You can listen to Harvey and you can listen to all of the police calls in the Southland. And you hear more things going on in the city of Harvey than anything else. I don't know how many police officers that they have. It looks like their whole force and the leadership is there. White shirts are there. Let's see what Martin is going to come up with right quick. Y'all can speak during here. We're on. This is a live presentation of the Magman Morning Show in the evening. with Foxy.
What happened today is truth and transparency was brought to the forefront. Y'all because one flat, but the world, by the thousands, the tens of thousands, and the millions are going to know what exactly crass and abhorrent behavior is going on here in this city hall. And I just thank you all for standing up, standing out, provoking your passion, clapping, all the things that your First Amendment right allows you to do. So thank y'all. Let's take a photo. Yo, all
I like that. That was great solidarity.
It's getting late.
I think it is. Martin is talking. He's trying to get something for us. So wait a second.
I think the people need to just start. They did what they need to do. Now they need to start moving around and leaving. Say what they got to say and go, because he's going to use every tool he has to lock somebody up or do something that doesn't need to happen.
That's true. I want to thank the citizens of Harvey for coming out. And this starts something, whether you know it or not, folks. This is what we should be doing. This is democracy. You got to show up somewhere. Go to your city hall. Go to your board meetings. Go and find out what your legislators are doing. Find out what people are doing, folks, so we won't be in this predicament like we are. And we're seeing that people are in danger and people are getting arrested and all these other things.
We did
Okay,
that.
Martin's trying to hook us. Okay, wait. I'm going. Y'all talk. Let me get this. Lord help us. Okay.
Make your
All right.
browser
Let me get it.
Chrome.
All right. For those of you all that's sending me these nasty messages, and it ain't nasty, but y'all help the Mac man. You want me to get the premium? I'll do that. But we grateful for Martin G. We're grateful for Foxy. Grateful for Sherry. Y'all stick with us. We're going to continue our broadcast. We got some live interviews that are going to come up. Martin G is going to come up, and we got the treasurer from the library board. That's Chappelle Hooks. Okay.
They're taking a picture.
Do you see these people? But I see more sisters than I see brothers. Brothers, y'all got to get it together. We got to get out there and we got to do what we got to do to help. But look at this.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking. It starts with just a small group. That's how it started. Sherry, when you brought us into Dalton, I want you to talk while they're doing this. When you brought us into Dalton and gave us the familiarity of what was going on, talk about those moments when you had to collaborate with people and gather them together. How did you do it? How did you get all of us together? Go ahead as we listen to we're looking at this. Go ahead.
Well, I think it was more like she was doing more and more ridiculous things. So people were seeing that she was doing those ridiculous things, and they would have to come out for themselves, or they were just tired of what was going on. It was not easy, and I don't want Harvey to have to go through what we went through. I think that there are some things, there are some shortcuts that they can take, to get this moving a little faster than we did. And it's not a dig or a knock at what we did. It's just that when you know better and when you learn, you do better. So
you do.
Again, they can definitely learn from Dalton, and there are a few key things that we did that they don't have to do. I think at this point now, they shouldn't even do a recall, because there's no election before his reelection. So that's a waste of money.
That's
They can
right.
just vote him out.
So let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this, Sherry. Since you're right there, do you think? And I'm not trying to put any of our wonderful friends on the hook, but do you think that the other elected officials, including the ones that are in Dalton, will come to the aid of those progressives or those alderwoman Colby that I know of right now. I can't speak for anybody else. Do you think that they're going? I mean, I got an opinion, but I want to hear what you think because you're right there with the new administration there. Do you think they're going to come to her rescue and help her? She's very supportive. I'm pretty sure, and I heard she was real supportive of Dalton. And I think that y'all are with her, but I just want to see a bird's eye view. What do you think about that? Do you think that they're going to come to her rescue, Miss
I think
Hatchet
they'll
Bridge?
support her. Do I think they're gonna come to meetings? No. I think they'll support her because we at this point they really have to be boots on the ground in Dalton. They still are fighting, and so
Hmm.
are we. I had some personal things happen, so that's the only reason I
I'm on the
wasn't
right side
there.
of here.
Um, but I do
Hmm.
think that they will support her as much as they can. Um, Kobe knows that Dalton is behind her 100%.
Okay, good.
So she needs us, we'll be there. But as far as them like just coming to the board meetings, I don't know that that will happen.
Yeah. I don't think that they will either, and I don't think they should. I think that they should let the citizens of Harvey fight this battle with the support of the other municipalities. And I think that that's what's happening and what's going to happen. But they're going to need some more soldiers there, and I think that they're coming. I really do believe, from what I've heard, that they're going to show up. They came in numbers tonight. I think the mayor got a taste of what is going to come to him because I can't believe, Foxy, that this man is so blatant like he is. Look at all of the police resources that are in front of the city hall and in Harvey. You know Harvey Sherry as best as I do. You know a lot of stuff is going on right probably down the street from him. What do you say? Come
Well,
on, talk to me.
I think that like Tiffany Henyard, I think that Christopher Clark is suffers from mild retardation as well. He has to, maybe more than her, because to let this happen after he just saw what happened with her is political suicide. Either he doesn't care or he believes that he is
See if I get
untouchable like
Zoe.
she did.
Zoe from
Well,
off mic.
that's gonna change. And he was the FOIA officer in Calumet City. You know, he got fired a couple of days ago.
That's why I didn't say her name. That's why I didn't say her name. The only one I ain't say
Put
her
your
name.
number in there real quick. Come.
And look,
Okay.
and the thing is, Sherry, I think that
I might
he
call you back
knows
tomorrow.
they're coming after him.
Okay.
Now that he's going to be in the limelight, you can see now Dalton is not in the limelight like he's been in
Okay.
Jason.
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
So now he's in the limelight. He haven't had no
Should have run by now. Didn't
a media like that. I've been watching quite a few of his media. He ain't never had no media like that like tonight.
But
But he know
I
that.
have been trying to keep
Hey,
Dalton
Zoe.
kind of out of the limelight. Like we've been trying to go and then the thing that happened with the Pope kind of put us back. But we need to, in Dalton, we need to kind of go back in our shell and start taking care of business because
That's right.
in my opinion, we have some key players that are so involved and so engorged in social media till
Hmm.
they can bear that's all they think about. And it's like, look, we got to keep moving. We got business to take care of. We can't worry about the
True.
drama. You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
So it's her fault. That's true. But see, I think tonight was a little tease for him to see what's to come. Alderwoman Kobe Chapman, she's doing what she's doing with the media and with the YouTubers like you did. If she keeps doing that, it's gonna bring more awareness to a point that now he's gonna be in the limelight.
Yeah. Once again, let everybody know that this is a special broadcast of the McMahon Morning Show. We're here with our very special guest that has come, Sherry Hatchet Britton, our correspondent from Dalton, and our very special guest anchor, Foxy 2 Roxy 3. She's here with us, and it was Foxy. There go Kobe. I mean, Chappelle. Lord help us. They in trouble. But anyway, in good trouble.
guys
Uh,
for tuning in.
okay.
Man,
I,
it's been
I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to get him to come up. That's Martin G,
What it
y'all.
was, I brought it to you live,
You
uncut,
did.
unedited. This is a
Uh,
prime case. Anybody that want to use this footage, you're welcome to use it. All YouTubers, Facebookers, Instagram, TikTokers, you're welcome to use it. You got my permission. I don't even
I
care.
like that in
You're
my
gonna
boy.
take it anyway. So might as well just tell you go and use it anyway. And I'm shout out to my
That's
main
Martin,
man,
my
Mac
buddy.
Morning Show, all the way
I
from
love you
Mississippi
too,
in the
bro.
house.
That's
I
right.
appreciate you guys.
We from the
Listen, I'm
SIP.
gonna get out of here. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. I'm going to the studio, y'all, for to get them. I'm gonna let her have it
Uh-oh.
tonight. Let them have it tonight. So you already know what it is. If you're not subscribed to
We
this
know it.
page on YouTube, subscribe to this page. I'll go to my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
You
Twitter,
deserve
X.
it, brother.
Thank you, people. This is live
No
uncut,
shame
unedited.
here.
Peace out.
All right, peace out. We want to thank Martin G for his wonderful report that he's given. I want to let everybody know we're here with Sherry Hatchett Britton and with Foxy 2 Roxy 3. They're here with us today. I mean, I want to say something to our audience, and I want to let you know something. True journalism, true activism, and what I mean by that is sometimes there's many different uh, content creators and so forth and so on. Don't play people cheap that are here. We all got special talents. We all got our own gifts. But let me tell you something. Just like you seen Martin, other people wouldn't have let him do that. You know why? Because they're selfish and they're just so egotistical that they think that everything should be on them. We're working together. They have their own companies. Foxy has her company. Sherry's always here and always there for us for information and to be a correspondent and letting us know actually what's going on the ground. Also, I want to emphasize this. We are in this fight for the we in this fight. We here. Just like we were for Dalton. They got to make some changes. This fight is a little bit new, but I'm sure that with the expertise and with the will of the people, you saw right there with your eyes as the clarion call had went out. Not just because it was us, it was a collaboration of many different people. To let them come out, that mayor, I guarantee you, he's looking like, oh, what did I do? Well, I think that he got the shock that he deserved. What do you say about that, Miss Fox?
Oh yes, he got the shot tonight. But he knew it was coming. But I think he knew it was coming, but he didn't know it, and he knew the media was going to be there. I was trying to
Yeah.
listen to I couldn't quite hear what he was saying to the older woman Chapman, but he was saying something
hmm
about she was out of order and some other stuff, and I was trying hopefully we can get her
I
back
can
on
I
again
can
to
give you a little bit of what I did here. He was emphasizing the rules. He said if she jumps out of the way, and this is another thing, Sherry, that really gets me. He targeted her, and we got the tape to prove it. He called her by name, Alderwoman Kobe Chapman. If you do such and so, with the same thing is going to happen. You know something? I want to cuss, but I ain't going. I ain't supposed to be cussing. But
He is
Sherry, you see
ridiculous.
that? Do you see? It is really crazy that this man. You got all the news media there. They heard you. Do you know what they're gonna do? Their dissecting. I don't care for them too much. That's okay. That's cool. I like NBC5 and everything. And Sherry, it's kind of weird because even though the Pope and all these other things, and Dalton is really blessed right now to come out of the storm, and the
Hmm.
cloud just we would the cloud just moved to Harvey, and and it is just amazing to me how blatant these people are. I have never seen anything like this. I've been covering city halls and
They're
politicians and
telling it.
everything. I ain't never seen it. Okay, Martin
That's
G
right.
is here.
I'm
Whoa,
telling
that's our brother Martin G. Wait a minute, hold on, Sherry. Martin G is getting himself ready. Man, let me say this right now. Martin, you there? Can you
Yeah,
say
I'm here.
something? Say a couple of syllables.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Martin,
here.
thank you for
Hey,
your
Martin.
live coverage. We played
Man,
all of it. Come on, talk to us, man. Talk to us if you want
hey,
to.
I appreciate
You,
y'all for letting me up,
man,
be
we
up on here.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
No, you my partner. I told Sherry, I said, if it, let me say this about this lady right here. Sherry put me in contact with Foxy, with you, and others, that we have a friendship and a brotherhood and sisterhood in what we're doing. And Martin, when I looked at the cover, I mean, you was handling it, man. Martin said, "I'm gonna be the last one to come through," and everything. I want Foxy and if Foxy and Sherry want to ask our brother something, y'all go ahead, open it. Y'all got the floor. Go ahead and ask him anything you want to ask him. Go ahead.
Well, what I want to know is, can you believe that he is being acting so retarded and doing the exact same thing that Tiffany did, and he just saw what happened to her?
I think he worse him. I think
Yeah, because he's smarter than her. She's super retarded, but he is too. But he's smarter than her.
Well, for somebody
But
that
again,
have a law degree, supposedly, why is he not giving people a chance to speak their say their First Amendment right and all that?
Why is the Democratic Party not stepping in? So is Pritzker gonna make the same mistake that he made with Tiffany and do nothing?
Do nothing.
Good question.
Right. You're right. And Sherry, he didn't let two. It was two Republicans out there, really three. Well, one independent, two Republicans. He didn't let them back in. He didn't let them back in. It was three ladies. He didn't let them back. He said, "No, y'all can't come back."
Yeah, because he knew they was gonna hand him his ass. Excuse me, his butt.
Yeah.
Who, the white folk? I mean, I ain't mean to say white folk. Well, yeah, I said the white woman. What? Who was it, Martin? Y'all?
Oh no, all
black girls.
They kept them out?
They some Chicago advocates. They came to help.
Yeah, they came.
Oh, the one that had the black hat on that was right by Martin. Martin was handling that crowd. Boy, they got to put Martin. They got the pro that's out there. Martin was handling them. Y'all go in 5 at a time. Y'all don't act a fool now. Don't do this and that and the other. But let me ask this question real quick. Now, from you were there, how did he look? Did he look stale? Something looked like a sweat beating off his head, and he already black as midnight. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you know what?
For the black
He never really looked up. He didn't really look up though. He did a Tiffany. You know, when people talk, he hold his head down, look busy. You know, all the time that he say something when he get ready, when he had a flow, he'll look up then. But if anybody's talking, he'll never look up.
Mm-hmm.
Never looks up.
Wow.
Man,
go ahead, Foxy. Go ahead.
Martin, I was noticing that. I said he's doing the Tiffany. He's up there doodling, looking down. He wouldn't look at them at all.
He wouldn't look at them at all. He would give no eye contact with nobody. He didn't like what the first lady got up there, Zoe. He didn't like. She really just she made the pace. She set the pace, and he didn't like.
Yes, she did. No, she stood on his neck. She was standing on his neck.
Oh, she was standing on him. She said, she called me everything but a child. She said, "You're going to jail."
That's what made it. That's what made him upset the first time. He was looking. That's why he was hitting that gavel when they were clapping. Because see, they never clap in his meeting. She made them clap for the first time, and that bothered him. He didn't have no control at that moment. That's when he got really out of his element, because he had no more control when they clapped. He was like, "Okay, it's time for me to empty the room for a moment. And then see, can we regroup and let me tell the rules and the regulations." I said, that's why he dumped everybody out.
Now, I don't know how long y'all was on there. Everybody walked out when he was talking. Everybody walked out.
I said, yeah, I saw that. That's everybody they did got a Tiffany.
Got out, walked out.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, let me say this. Go ahead. You know something? He did. Well, I would have wanted him to lead too. If I had all them folks and everything. Martin, I want to ask you and Sherry this. This is directed towards both of you. You've covered this, Martin. You and Sherry, you've been in the trenches from day one, and to see the call when
Martin was there.
Yeah, I'm saying, Martin, you and Martin. That's why I'm directing this to both of y'all. Did you see? You know, Kobe came on the show. It ain't got nothing to do with the show. Right. When she put out the call and we put the call out together, immediately I went to Martin. I said, Martin, I had sent the information. I said, Martin, you get her on there. He said, he going to work it in. You know how we do it. And he said, James, he said, but I'm going tonight. I said, say what? You going to I said, I got your signal. Don't worry about it. I keep trying to tell people, this is not a one man, one woman show that we are hogging and we want you to just come on here to see us and hear what we have to say. We're bringing you information and not only that, it was so inspiring to see Good Trouble and to see Martin, the leader, part of the leader of the Good Trouble, to see him out there come from his job, come there and say, we're going to stand. I saw men and I saw people that weren't there at the last meeting that they were there. And I think that, man, I mean, the showing of unity. Okay, it got to start from somewhere, but boy, this was a good opportunity for them to come. But Sherry, you had some advice, and I know that Trustee Belcher said she was listening in, and she might listen in, and the folks from Dalton around the world, people are listening to us. They may not come in and say we there, but they in the bushes. Tell the people and where you coming from as far as what do you think by being there? What do you think about what their next move should be? Because I had talked over you, and then Martin, you come on in, and I want to hear your commentary as far as what you saw and what you heard in your expressions of how you feel. Go ahead, Cherry, and then go ahead. Then we'll get Martin. Go ahead.
Okay, that's good.
So what I think they should do is they showed up tonight. He was flagrant. He did exactly what we knew he would do. He tried to disrupt the meeting. I'm pretty sure it was a plan to do whatever they could to stop the meeting. And when they really couldn't, then, it was one of those things. But what they need to do is they need to get the Illinois Police Standards and Training Board out to start investigating that police chief and his staff. They will come in and they will investigate them, and they will start taking certifications and stopping and they can yank your certification and you won't be able to be a police officer anymore. And probably half of Harvey police officers don't need to be police officers because what? They don't understand that you're not supposed to violate people's civil rights. But they need to get them in there, and as soon as they get them in there, that will cripple Clark. That's how you cripple him.
Mm-hmm.
You take his police away from
Mm-hmm.
him. And another thing is those residents need to start suing those police officers personally because they are not supposed to obey an illegal order. They're supposed to do what's right. They should know, and they should not accept an illegal command from Clark. Clark is not a police officer. And even if he was, they shouldn't accept it. So that's what they need to do. I mean, and then that way, like I was saying, they could skip a step or some of the steps and things that we went through. It's just like your parents try to tell you something because they've been through it, been there, done that, got a t-shirt type of thing. I'm telling you, that'll help them. They don't have
Right,
to wait years. Get it cracking.
right, right. I, well, I'm gonna tell you what I observed. I was quiet the whole time, but I was screaming and hollering within me because I knew they told me when I first went in there, I had a front row seat. They said, "Well, he gonna make you move," but I just, I'm being defiant anyway. I said, "Let me get what I can in the front row." But then they asked me, "Well, if you're gonna record, you got to go back there." I didn't argue. I went on back there, but I don't like his spirit. He's not. He's a dictator. He's definitely a dictator. He's definitely a dictator. And I know some things about him that you guys don't know personally. And I'm just waiting to get the green light to break it. I'm gonna be the first one to break the story on him about a business owner in Harvey, how he did this business owner. So I'm just waiting on when the business owner give me the green light to go. I'm gonna put it all out there. I got all proof too. I'm gonna have every last receipt. I'm not gonna lie on nobody, but this brother's dangerous. They got to do something because the people are afraid. They don't even know how to fight there in Harvey. The people are afraid.
Mm. Well, I'm sure with
And
all
they
of y'all there,
Yeah.
what you say, Sherry? What did I
and
just
they
heard
and they
Martin?
should be because he's an attorney.
Right.
And he's nuts, but he's not as nuts as Tiffany. And the difference between Tiffany and these other people, see, I don't think sneaky people are more dangerous than people like Tiffany. I think they're about the same or a little less, because when you are willing to go on camera and still do the stuff that Tiffany is still trying to do, even though she's out and still trying to steal and all that type of stuff,
Mm.
it's something to be said about that. It's
Well,
something
and
to be said about that.
Sherry, let me just say this: he can't be too good of an attorney. He ain't practicing law, so
He shouldn't be.
That's
He
true.
shouldn't. He shouldn't be
Listen,
practicing law.
let me let everybody know. Listen, you're listening to a special MacMan Morning Show broadcast in the evening here. We have Foxy 2, Roxy 3. We have Martin G, the original Chicago crime chaser. Everybody's trying to come behind him. They can't be the original. And we have Sherry Britton. She is our correspondent up there in Dalton who struck the match and started all of this. Martin out there hollering and telling the folks that they don't believe that you all have a following. They don't believe. They were waiting. Somebody say, "There go Martin G. There go Martin G." They hollering his name and everything. And I'm just glad that we have an opportunity to bring this. Martin, I know you're getting ready to go to the studio. We're going to keep the lines open because
do it.
the attorney, not the attorney, the alderwoman is going to come on, and and Chappelle Hooks is going to come on, the treasurer of the library board, and we want to hear from the alderwoman. Do you know? And I want to say something. When they got up, Sherry and Martin and Foxy, when they stood up. And I was waiting. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And they stood up. At least they got two. Next thing you know, those other two that were left out, see, it's seven aldermen. Four beats three all day. If they get together and pull the move like they supposed to, they can put them and stop them in his tracks. What do you say about that, Brother Martin?
I agree with you 100%. They can lock it down. They can lock it down. But see, he might have dirt on him. There might be something in it for them. And some people, they fear. He probably got some dirt on him. You just never know.
I said that too. I said that too. Foxy, yeah, remember Foxy? We
Well,
were talking. Go ahead.
Martin,
Go
I
ahead.
think what a lot of it is, okay, I think he got some judges in his pocket, because every time that he arrests anybody, he charge them $500, and when they go to court, that judge makes them pay it. That's the fear that they have, because everybody don't have no $500 a pop.
Right.
So every time they have a meeting, if they say something, they have the officers to lock them up. Then when they go to court in regards to the disturbance of peace, they got to pay that $500 fine.
Wow.
Yeah, so every time they go, the lady was in Dalton, and she was saying, I went to court to fight, and I still end up having to pay. Even though they knew it was wrong, I still had to pay that $500. So he got some judges in his pockets because of him being an attorney. He know what judge to put the cases in front of. So so that's why they're so afraid, because he making them pay that $500 a pop. Who, you, me, or anybody else, we don't want to pay that $500. Now it ain't 100, it ain't 75, it's $500. That's part of your mortgage if you're paying mortgage still.
Your
So
food
that's the
bill
reason
too.
why. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. He's taking money out of their pockets. And and I have a problem with that. You taking money out of your people's pockets. For what? Because they're standing up to you? You that much of a dictator that you're gonna harm your own people?
Yeah, he is. But you know something? The interesting part about he did not expect all them people there. He did not expect the crime chaser there. He didn't expect the
Hey,
sister from
that's the first thing
Chicago.
the policeman said. What's up, crime case? I said, what's up?
That's right. They know you all over. See, Martin, you know what the thing is, and I'm glad under these circumstances, I told somebody, I say, when Martin get on the scene, I already seen you. We had you in another frame. We were waiting for you to come up. I know you was taking some footage. I said, there go Martin G right there. But the G is there. I kept calling Foxy G. I said, Lord, forgive me. But because you were there, my thing is this: as we do these programs, as we inform the community on what's going on, you see the reach. I'm way here in the South, deep South, and my brothers and sisters are up there in the north. Got Foxy over there. She on the east side. She gonna come over from the east side on us. And look at the collaboration around the country. They're listening to Foxy. They're listening to Martin G. International, brother. They're listening to Sherry. Sherry is there. And we working together to bring this to the forefront. We can't stop doing what we're doing. Folks, they may never support us. They may never like us. Folks might say anything that they want to say, but let me tell you about media, whether it's social or whatever it is, when you got us on here and you can't bridle us and tell us what to do, and you can probably cut the feed if you want to, but somehow, some way, if we got to send up smoke signals and learn how to read them, we make sure that we keep this on the forefront to be able to cover. This is a very first for me to cover at this angle like this, and I'm just glad that I got my brother, I got my sister here, and my sisters here, and we doing what we do. I'm waiting for, and Martin, you and Foxy, y'all continue. Sherry, I don't know if are you still there, Sherry? Say something, please. Just say anything. Okay, I think she had to step away. Foxy, you the co-anchor. You and Brother Martin, y'all talk about what happened. I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. Go ahead, Foxy. I'm gonna check the phone. Go ahead, Martin. Go ahead.
Let me say this
Y'all
real
got
quick.
it.
What I heard the other day, hey, I got a whole nother. I got the whole press conference. I haven't even put that up yet, so I'm gonna put that up too, Mac man. I haven't put that up, but listen, they took that old lady property and sold it. They cold-blooded, boy, cold-blooded. You know that was an underhand backdoor payment.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing. From what she's been saying, older woman, she said they've been property grabbing. Property. He's been doing a lot of property grabbing. That's why so many vacant houses and stuff. He's going after the elderly, and he's taking their property. He see who's behind in their taxes or who's struggling with their taxes, and taking their property from them. That's where he's
Then
doing
the other man, he was there for 51 years. I'm gonna put the video up. They were saying that they got him on eminent domain. He got a 2,000 square feet house in Harvey. They taking that, making a move. Yeah. They taking that. Man, been there 51 years. Come from the South.
We can't let this happen, man. We can't let this. And you know what's the bad part about it is, and when you mentioned the South, when the migration happened and people were trying to find work, and they found work and they landed in the Southland, all of the car makers were there. They got Ford Heights and you got Oldsmobile and all them folks in the steel mills. People were trying to better their lives. And for you to come to a neighborhood and a community, we see what white flight does to a community. The people that were hollering, the few white folks that's there, they hollering and screaming. They left Harvey for dead. Okay, and then you left it in the hands of a tyrant. And he figured that before the alderwoman got on there, he had carte blanche. He working in various municipalities. He's getting a whole lot of checks. He's making more than Tiffany was making because he hitting a whole lot of municipalities. In saying all of that, let's look at this here. If we got to continue to keep the pressure on them. Hey, Sherry's back. To keep the pressure, she's already been back. I didn't look over at the monitor. To continue to keep this fire going. I want you to support, if you can, support independent media, black media. Yeah, we're there. We black folks, of course, whatever. But we're going to bring you this. I'm so glad we have a medium, folks, that we don't have to depend on Channel 9, Channel 5, Channel 2, and all the rest of them. We supersede them because we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving. And the power of social media, if you use it in the right way, could go a long way. I saw that tonight. I saw that when creators and reporters and broadcasters and crab chasers and everybody get together and say, we got a united front. We don't care where it's coming from. We're going to support each other in this quest to help the city of Harvey. Now, we got to help them because it's out there now. That sister's out there fighting. And the rabbi said something that was real interesting. He saw people and they sat there with their legs crossed, wouldn't move or anything. They had to lock us all up. I by hollering and carrying on what I would have told him whatever. And he sits there. I see why he needs bodyguards, Martin. Have you, you know, he has to ride around with a crew. Tell us about what happened when you got to ride around with a crew. What that mean? You done some dirty dealings or what? What? Tell
Yeah.
us, Martin.
Oh
Come on.
yeah. You've done a lot of dirty things. You've done a lot of dirty things, and you don't know that energy gonna come back. You don't know if it's gonna come back from the east, the west, the north, or the south. You know. You listen. You know it. When you have had to ride around like that, man, it's tough. You're, you know. So that's period. That's just, that shows. Well, that's how America is, man. It can be a good thing and a bad thing too. You know, we seen how Tiffany did. She had all the cops around her and all that. I mean, she had
Hmm.
numerous of cops
And
around her.
these
Numerous of cops.
police chief, these some punk police chief and punk police. I don't mean to diss them, but that's what I see. Martin, when I saw what was happening at the domain, you handled them. They said, Lord, we let these folks in, we gotta let them in. And then you had I think that was Miss Stewart that was out there hollering with the braids. She was telling them, like, doggone it, you gonna let us in? And it was when you come together, you can do more separated than you can if you ball that fist up. You remember in Soul Food, Big Mama say, when you split up like this, you can't do nothing. But if you ball that fist up, that mighty fist, and hit him in the head. That's all. He just needs one whack. He don't need much. He ain't going nowhere. But listen, this is a special broadcast of the Magman Morning Show, along with Foxy 2, Foxy 3, Martin G. Johnson. He is the original crime chaser, and then we have our very special correspondent. We didn't turn her into a news reporter, correspondent, and everything. And she do have a black job like everybody. And Fox is retired. I got to hustle, but but we're here, and I am, man. Y'all just don't know how happy I am. Martin getting to the studio, and he's going to carry it forth. Sherry, and we're here. We don't mind being with you as Martin. He's gonna set up his shot. I wanted to give you all the opportunity to just say some parting words as Martin gets ready with the phase 2 of our broadcast. I'm with you, Martin. I'm gonna holler for me. I'm coming, and I want you all to give some parting words as we're going to cut this broadcast. We're going to help Martin out a little bit. Once he gets it to his studio, we're going to participate, and I'm going to see if I can get the alderwoman to come on and do something, or whatever the case may be. But you all go and give your let's give our parting words as Martin prepares. Let's start with you, Sherry. Sherry, you are a real special guest, because boy, if it wasn't for you and
Wasn't for
God,
Sherry, boy, I tell you.
and God,
I tell
Sherry, we
you.
give God glory too. Come on, Sherry, come on.
First of all, for me, I just want them to be really smart about how they do things. Use social media the right way. Don't get so caught up in it where it becomes a circus, and then people are I guess you could say focusing on things that they shouldn't be focusing on. Um take the advice. Maybe now other elected officials will come forward a little more than when they came, than what happened with Tiffany. Excuse me, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I just want them to just keep fighting, use social media, but use it wisely.
Wise.
Only participate with good um, content creators, yourself,
Like the three
Martin,
of us.
other people. It's a lot, but at least
Yeah,
who
yeah,
they can deal with. Only with people that's
that's
helping,
true.
whoever it is.
That's
But
true.
that's what I think. They should
I,
just keep working,
Mhm.
take good advice, and they'll prosper.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got that. They got no choice but to, because the Pope next door. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm throwing shots at Dalton, but not really throwing shots. Come on, Martin. Come on.
Well, you know what, Sherry, you're right. Real important. We don't want to make it to a circus. This is real. You know,
Mhm.
I've always tell people when I'm reporting crime and when I report to an average person, it's just news. But until it until it becomes one of your relative, it's your reality then, you know. So right now, Sherry, you guys out in Dalton, you walk through this, you know how it is, you know what it's going to take. And there was a lot of foolery going on. People making a clown, a circus out of Dalton, but Dalton is a beautiful place. I used to go to Dalton. I was in Dalton
It
today
sure
in
is.
Mills. It's a beautiful place. They had them 10 wings today, boy. 10 wings with that mouse sauce on it. But you're right. You know, the people they're gonna make up stories. You know, they're gonna just make up stories to get it going, and saying little stuff like that. But I'm gonna stick with the
That's
receipts.
right.
I'm gonna tell
That's
people,
right.
I'm gonna stick with the receipts. They're gonna like I told the content creator, y'all can use my foot. You gonna use it anyway, so I might as well take on
That's
use
right.
it.
Well,
I ain't mad at
but
nobody.
the beauty of that though is as Foxy's gonna come. The beauty of what we did is we and I was telling them, the audience too. There's no jealousy, there's no envy or nothing. You better support my brothers. Y'all support our sisters, support each other. And my thing is this. You know original when you see it. You know real when you see it. You know it. You know we're not buffoons around here. We got expert researchers. We got information that you never know where we got it from, but it's true. And I ain't gonna tell you where it got it from. That's why we don't tell you what's happening, but we'll tell you what's happening. And to be able to have the courage to do so, because police is dirty. They'll see Martin, they'll see other folk, and I wish they would. They ain't got that kind of courage. But I hope they don't. They're there to protect him. It's for him. That's his show. So my thing is this: we have. I'm grateful that y'all let me come in on this, Sherry. All of y'all there. Even though Chicago's my home, you gave us an opportunity. You gave the South. They were worried about this. They said, well, what's going on with the woman over there? And listen, that they call her that woman. Well, that woman ain't. We ain't worried about that woman no more. She better be worried about the feds. But this guy right here, I can't wait to see handcuffs. So they coming. Oh, they coming. It may take us some time. We got enough time. When is the next election, Sherry? I know you got that information. I know you do. When is the next election?
His 2027 is when he's up.
He's
That's why
when
I don't
Chicago.
suggest a recall, because a recall
Right.
would have to happen during an election, and they can just vote him out.
We
They don't
trying to
have to
get
wait, spend money.
and we're trying to get Congress situated too, because coming up are some congressional races. We got a senatorial race. Don't think we ain't on them too, because don't go to Washington thinking that you're just going on the flowery beds of ease, Madam Lieutenant Governor and Madam Congresswoman. That ain't. You need to be in this fight. Why aren't I'm going to call her office, Second Congressional District Office, and ask for her representatives. Look, I want to talk to her.
But you know
This is
what?
the Mac Man. What you
Hey,
say,
Mac
Bart?
Man, Mac Man.
Yeah.
I did the press conference. I didn't go live. I didn't have time to go hit that button, but I got
Yeah.
all the press conference, every bit about an hour, man. They talk,
Okay.
man.
You roll.
So I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna put that up. Maybe
Let's
I might go
roll.
live so y'all can. Hey, man, it's good
We gonna
footage. When I
come.
tell you,
We coming to see you. We coming to see you. We saw you on your boy. They had Martin on his old as we on our knees getting the. We all like we young cameramen and everything. But Martin, I'm gonna say this, Sherry, and to Foxy, you ain't through yet. I want to just say thank you. I may not. It may not be it may not be important to some, but it's important to me, the relationships that I have forged and keeps me going on. Every day, get up every morning. Oh, I got to do this. But it's a pleasure. It's not a strain. It's a pleasure because we give information and inspiration, whether it's at night or in the morning. You got somebody, and then you got good sisters that come like Sherry and Foxy and the rest that come to help us out and everything. So, Foxy, this is your party? This is your show too. Come on, Anchor Woman, and say what you got to say. I guess Anchor Woman. Come on now.
Okay, first of all, I want to tell Martin, thank you again for your footage. Thank you so much with your boots on the ground. I've been following you for a while. I was one of the young ladies that came on your live one time when Cassandra was on there,
oh
and I was
Lord,
and I was jumping. Me, Sherry, and all of us were jumping into her stuff,
Ooh, we
and
were
she
praying for
stopped
you
me.
that day.
So, but I've been watching you and following you for the longest. I was even there one time you went live, and I think it was an accident. You was trying to find out what was going on with the accident with the police, I think. So that lets you know how much I follow you. You were live. You said I'm live, and I'm on,
You
and I
got
said,
some
there you
fans.
go.
Yeah.
Uncut, unedited, live. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love
Right.
being black. That's
So
why we love you. Boy. We love y'all. Boy, I
so
tell
I've
you,
been watching.
when he come on, go ahead, Foxy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Foxy.
I've been watching him. I've been
Mm.
listening to him. I've been taking advices from him. He don't realize that a lot of times I have even complimented him one time. Let me go ahead. My name is Cheryl. I was the one that said Cheryl to you, and you was like, "Oh, go ahead." And I was complimenting you, and I was telling you to go ahead and push, and go ahead and push, and don't let them stop you because you were about to. You were thinking about stopping for a moment. I said, Martin, go
Well,
ahead,
he can't.
keep going. And
Martin
I
ain't gonna
came
do that. We
No,
ain't
he
gonna let
can't
him.
stop.
so
We ain't
then
gonna let
after
him do
that,
that.
then Sherry, I want to come to you. You have inspired me so much that I have been boots on the ground here at my own community. I was
That's
down.
a great thing.
We was down. Our community went down to our Congress in D.C. and stood on their steps, and we protest. So you
That's
gave
right.
Mm.
us the courage. We even come together and started our tenant association, and we have come
Wow.
together to fight for the rights because we have had owners that have been slumlords, and they come in and come in and fix up the outside, but do nothing for the inside. And we have
Mhm.
rats and bugs
Uh,
and
Mhm.
mold, and you're not doing anything to make it better. And you think that we're going to sit back, and we have come together and started a tenant association. So
Good.
That's what's up.
because of me watching you, I have I have been now boots on the ground with my community.
mm.
So
Mm.
sometimes, let's just say, good trouble. That was good trouble for me. So I just want to thank you all,
Look at you,
both of
Martin.
you.
Look at you, what you doing, boy. You reaching the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I'm right here in Washington D.C. So you don't know how
Wow.
much it has. My community even know about Dalton. My
Oh
I'm
wow.
community.
sure.
So
Yeah.
they're now fighting
It's everywhere.
because it's an inspiration from Dalton and how y'all come back. So now we're fighting, and we got a good fight
Hmm.
going. So I just want to let you know to take it back to the trustees there in Dalton and the
That's
mayor
right.
that they inspires people in DC. And
Mm.
Martin, you have
Hmm.
inspired me to be an advocate in my community.
Wow.
So
Look out, my
That's
G. Look at the
awesome.
G.
That's
Yeah, I
awesome.
like that, boy.
so
And it's
that's why
true. It's true. Hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
that's why I support both of you so much.
You
I
sure
support
do.
Dalton. I'm on, if anything that they need, anything you ever want or need information, if I could get it, I would do it for you. No,
And she's
no
good
holds
at it.
barred.
Mm-hmm.
When
Good.
you talk
Well, I
about
thank you for
research,
the
Martin,
support.
yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Oh, I ain't mean to step on nobody. But that says something, Sherry. Look at what you and Martin G. Did we just take the you two? When you can inspire somebody, and I mean really inspire them that they in the fight with you, that make you feel good. When it's okay, my mama used to say, a dog
Mhm.
like to be pet sometime.
Right. Right. Right.
She's
Right.
from the
Right.
South, y'all. Y'all forgive me for saying I ain't calling you nobody no dog or nothing. But I'm
Right.
just saying that it's good to see that you can say thank you. Go ahead, Martin, and respond to Miss Foxy and all that good stuff she done just said
And
about you, brother.
but listen, I respect her, and one thing I want to establish that I'm not gonna lie on no man, and I ain't gonna say nothing that I can't back up. And if I'm wrong, I'll come back and apologize. That's one thing, and I'm not
See?
gonna disrespect no black
We
woman or
get it
no black
wrong
man.
sometimes.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's
And
it.
you never have. You never
Right,
have. When Sherry
right.
introduced us, and you gave us when I first heard you. Ooh, that was years ago, but I never thought I'd get a chance to. I see you on YouTube. I said, man, he see him on the Facebook. I said, who this cat is going in all this the shooting can on it. It's Martin. Martin said, I ain't fear nothing. I'm from the streets. And when I got to know him and getting to know him even better, man, you, brother, you're a prince of princes. And I just, and you and Sherry, and I don't know, and by God's grace, and you get my, and Mama would say this too, give a person their flowers while they live. Because when they stretched out, they can't smell a thing. And looking at none of these balloons and candles that they get, they get all the balloons and candles. You report on all of it. You get the all of the news, everything that goes on. And I'm just glad to just be a part of this number with you all, because you know something. People don't have to be kind to you or anything. Anybody got any parting words? I know Martin getting ready. Martin got to get to the studio, and we're gonna go on. Foxy's around. Foxy, you ain't got no curfew or nothing, do you? That we need to know.
No,
So
I don't have no curfew. I'm enjoying the rest of my life.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
all right,
I've had a
Sherry,
long
we come on, Sherry.
I had a
Sherry, Lord
long,
help us.
Hey, Sherry,
long week, y'all.
Sherry,
I'm ready to go to bed.
go to bed.
I'm
Sherry,
tired.
call me tomorrow, Sherry. Because I know
Okay.
you had called me, but I hope Sherry see me on live though. I was
I
on
did.
live.
I saw you.
Okay, good, cool.
She was
Okay,
right here with us all during your coverage,
okay.
and she's gonna watch out for her interest. She said, "Now I got them. I got to keep my eyes on my media crew."
Right.
But that's all right. I listen. This is a special edition of the Magman Morning Show and Foxy 2 Roxy 3. These two collaborations have come together to bring this to you. I know y'all in the bushes, and y'all said, "How they do that? That ain't y'all business. That's one of them secrets." Yeah, ancient Chinese secret Calgon, like they used to have a commercial back in the day. This is a very special broadcast. I'm encouraging you, and Martin send me the notice, and I'm gonna put it out. And we coming on wherever you at. I'm coming,
Okay.
and I want to thank our MacMan crew. I want to thank Foxy 2 Roxy's crew, 2 Roxy 3's crew, Foxy's crew from the Foxy. We just gonna call you Foxy, and then we get that done, and and we gonna get that done. We're gonna get with Martin and Sherry. You get you some rest, Foxy. We're gonna stay on the wall because I think the alderwoman. Either way it go, we're gonna get some words from her today. I want to thank everybody for showing up today this evening. It's been a wonderful pleasure once again. I want to thank our very special guest, the crime chaser, the original one. You got to come behind him in order to get the recognition that he has. None other than Martin G. Johnson, the original crime chaser, come from Chicago. That's my boy. And Sherry, Your Majesty, the head ringleader of media coordination for the low folks like us. We ain't network, but she handled the business. And we thank you for all that you're doing. We thank you for what you're doing for the community with the fire departments and with Dalton and helping out and everything. And to my co-anchor, Brother Lee, gonna be hot, boy. He gonna say, man, I should have been there. He should have been there. Foxy, 2 Roxy 3, and she's here. All right, hey, we're gonna get out of here real quick. Let Martin set up everything. Y'all, thank y'all for being a part of this. This is the MacMan Morning Show. The evening. Peace to you. Peace out. We be back. We going over to Martin's house now and get some of his groceries. Okay, or we gonna be, but we getting ready to go out, but we're going on to Martin. Y'all go over to Martin's channel, and we're going over there, and we're gonna continue this as this phone is ringing. I told him I'm not gonna answer nothing until I get off the air. But hey, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah, if it's 9 a.m. in the morning, it's the MacMan Morning Show along with Foxy coming over. I don't know what we got to do something with her. No, we got you, Foxy.
But
All right, and Sherry, go ahead, Bart G.
MacMan,
Go ahead.
you got a whole lot to
Yes,
talk about.
sir.
I'm gonna throw up that other video of the press conference.
Okay,
So you gotta
come on, I'm
use
with
that
you.
footage too.
I'm with you. And thank you for everything that you've done, man. Thank you for staying in the trenches with us. Hey, listen, we're going to let him go ahead and get set up and everything. I'm going to find me some water because I know we've been talking. Listen, this is a special edition of the MacMan Morning Show, Mac Media 3 Productions, Mac Media 3 Productions, LLC. WKRA, y'all got our signal. We letting you come along with us. We want to thank everybody that's been listening in Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, and and in the great state of Mississippi. We want to thank everybody for being on once again, and we're looking forward to going over to Martin's house. We're going to have some dessert. Y'all be good, and be good to each other. Love somebody. Don't y'all get mad at nobody tonight, and pray for Dalton, pray for Harvey, pray for the Southland, pray for governments and folks everywhere. We'll see you over at Martin's, y'all.
Peace out.